Hello everybody, welcome to another game night. Tonight we're playing Team Fortress 2 Classic, which is a cut content mod for TF2, in which you play TF2 with bits from development that were cut, like the scout has his nail gun, and there's some other shit like grenades and stuff like that. Looks cool. This was the result of a community poll where everyone went, yeah man, you know what I want to do? I want to play several different TF2 mods. So by all means, cool. I don't know who is actually going to hear this besides the YouTube lot, because I haven't sent them
Hey,
a sodding link anyway yet.
XMB. What you should do is you go to options, go to multi, enable that, and then go hit tilde, which is this key right here. It's like on the top left corner of your keyboard if you have it, and
Okay.
type in connect and then space the IP address, and you should be good to go. Nice, we got more people coming.
Understandable. Alright, cool. Right. I've set everything up because the stream's going, so yeah. Alright everybody, let's get this show on the road. Oh, there goes the owner of RTR.
Ah, two of them.
Sorry boys, RTBR is cancelled. Because the owner of RTBR has now been killed by a sniper.
He got assassinated.
It is so strange to like not see any cosmetics at all.
It is strange indeed.
Very strange.
It's strange not seeing strange items. How
Name,
strange
stop
it
sending
is.
these Steam messages or I'm gonna block you until we're done with the game night. I swear to God, you're distracting me. Go away.
That's why I go on Do Not Disturb on Steam, so I don't have to get
Yeah, but Name is
spammed.
playing this game, so he's deliberately doing this to annoy me whilst I'm playing. I swear. This man. Yo, who the fuck is on?
Why is there no one on yellow or green? I need more people.
Oh God! Please, Si, help me. Oh, good man. Wow, bro, these explosion VFX. It looks so much nicer as well.
To me.
You should play as like the demo man and check out the mine launcher. Dude, that sucks. No one joined my team.
Yeah, you're in your own game, boy.
They are joining the
Great,
winning
that's,
team.
just the way that it is considered. Right, okay. I think the, yeah. Is YouTube stream going? Is anyone even watching the stream? Oh, we do have some concurrent viewers. Well, hello streamer. Hello concurrent viewers. You're watching. Bro, that guy just saved my life. I swear, I'm on 4 health. Ugh.
Now we're ramping up on players. More people are joining. Thank God.
Oh, there we go.
It always makes me nervous.
Game Boy's team.
It always makes me nervous whenever we do these streams and no one's here at the beginning.
That's how it goes, man.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
I'm getting chased.
It's a gamble.
Bro, Super Toaster got
I have
me,
so
bro.
much fucking lag.
It is an East Coast server, so... Or is it a European server? I don't...
It is not European because look at your own thing.
Oh, it's East Coast. Yeah, someone's on my team, whoever Eraserhead Baby is.
Their head will erase you.
Sodding, goddammit. Alright.
Is that you, XXM8?
Boys, I need to go pick up my din-dins. Give me a minute. I don't know why I'm saying give me a minute, because everyone else is on different teams to me, so you don't give a shit anyway. For like, yeah, man,
Yes.
that's an advantage.
I mean, you're on the team with owner of RTBR.
I know. What a great guy,
Control
right?
point is being captured.
Yeah, what a great guy. I kick his ass.
We have captured the control point.
No,
I
soft
killed
got
you
me.
with over 200
We have lost
ping.
the control point.
You get free teleport, so quit complaining.
Alert.
Teleport?
That's what you get when you get high ping, free teleports.
I do not wish to
This
teleport.
man got me. I swear, man.
I should probably have a stream
Oh
on
no.
my
Well,
other
we aren't doing as
monitor.
bad as the yellow team.
I'm sorry. Okay, it's only me and this guy who just joins.
We have
It is a
captured the
poor
control
shepherd
point.
that blames his flock king.
God damn you and your damn
My damn sayings.
your damn philosophy crap.
Ah
Okay,
no!
go kill yourself. There you go.
That wasn't very nice, Game Boy.
I'm sorry, Krillin.
What's wrong with the team?
Oh, father joined. Now it's a party. Krillin, what are you drinking tonight?
What am I drinking tonight? I'm drinking. I forgot what I was drinking. It's very strong. Like probably 50% or something. Very, very strong. That's all I can remember. What are you drinking, Game Boy?
I am about to drink just
You failed.
the usual, some Coke and gin.
Are you drinking anything, Sloth?
I can get some vodka. I have it on the floor.
There we go. Are you drinking anything, Fodder?
Cola with
Cola whiskey? Reasonable.
What about Bailey's?
Anyone else drinking?
I'm gonna
I
grab
don't know if
myself
anybody
a
else
beer.
is of age in here. But if you are,
I'm of age.
there we go. By all means then.
Who just said
Everyone
that?
drunk tonight.
Yeah.
Very sadly, I'm a
Control
little
point
bit
enabled.
more of an iron liver than that. Sadly, good news. Maybe good news.
We have lost control point.
Becoming an owner of
We
RTR.
have control point.
Hey, we got fodder as well. Fodder's actually not bad at TF2.
Hey, father, why didn't you join my team? Why the fuck did you join theirs?
Fodder is no longer my best friend.
oh, so it goes.
Whoa, what the
I was-
hell?
Get back here. Slop, I see you.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's right.
You were so close to dead.
Catching up.
Not yet. Not yet.
Nice, we got the scout. Right, who is
I
owner
can
of
just
RTR? Is that
guess
Sai?
who
If that's
is
Sai,
the
then that's
fucking
fine. I
heavy.
can coordinate with Sai.
Fodder, are you playing heavy?
I recognize the profile pic. It definitely
Okay, it
looks
is
like
Sai.
Sai.
Yeah, it's Sai then. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, okay, we're good to go.
We have secured the control point. We have lost control.
Chuckle nuts. Oh crap.
Who's red team? Oh,
Maybe just
no
go get my
wonder red team's winning right now.
Right, well, 1 minute,
We
Sai.
have
Best of
lost
luck.
control point.
Come on, erase your
The
baby.
control point is being contested.
Yeah, that's me, Eraser baby.
Oh, that's you?
Baby of
Yeah.
erasers.
We have lost control point.
Oh man.
Never mind, Dindins ain't ready. I've been misled. Alright, okay, that's fine. Okay, how in the 15 seconds I was gone did we lose 3 points?
Well, we're just
This
that
was
good.
blue
Crowd.
and green. Best.
Yellow, what about yellow? Where's the red?
Yeah, despite us having no two members.
Yeah, these
Thanks,
teams
Fodder.
are set.
Much appreciated.
Oh,
I appreciate the assist.
Is anyone using the dynamite on the demo, man? I think I'm hearing someone throw it. Hey, hey, hey! No. No.
Good try, mate. You want some of this, bitch? Oh, hello.
What would be
Bro, Blue are winning so fucking
Barnes?
hard, honestly.
Maybe. I want to at least try out the VIP mode. Even though
Bro,
it,
did I
in my
I did
opinion, it kinda
103
sucks.
damage in that meat shot. Are you kidding me?
Wait, there's random crits?
No, it wasn't even a crit. It was just I did 103 damage in one shot.
The control point is being
No, I mean someone on the server said that random crits are cool. I thought there weren't any random crits.
I think he's being sarcastic.
We have
I don't know, man.
Ah!
Yeah, you're down.
Damn.
Stop ganging up on green. What have they ever done? Red
Come on,
and blue should
fodder.
fight.
We
They were
could-
moldy, man.
Ugh.
Fodder to your left! Fodder, no! Rip. Too good for this world.
Yeah, don't worry about
This is
it.
chaotic.
I know that's the point.
I can just hear a double game play.
I know who's who because everyone has like a different name on Discord and Steam.
Our control point is being captured.
I'm going to assume 8tomic is probably the one
We have
who has a very long name on here. The XXM8TDOX guy.
Fuck.
Oh man.
It is not easy to have this game.
Oh, bro! Ah. What did the YouTube lot say? Damn, there's a lot of people in the YouTube today. Hello,
There
everybody.
is.
How
Hey,
we doing? How we doing, everybody? Merry Christmas. Yeah, someone said it's not that long till Christmas. It is not at all. Merry Christmas.
I'm gonna take a look, put it on my second monitor so I can answer questions. Let's
We have captured the control
see.
point.
Super Mario in real
I need to
life.
think of whether or
name
not we're
said.
gonna do something nice for
Super
Christmas.
Mario in real life.
Ew.
Spaghetti.
Let's get drunk for Christmas.
Oh my god. Damn. Do all the guns do more damage in this then? Because, like, I'm doing way more damage and I'm taking a lot more damage too. So do all the guns do more damage in this then as well?
By the way, Red, if you wanna win, you should take over Blue's base. Just saying.
What is your questions on original person?
I need I need to go find the sodding base first. I'll tell you what. Temporary truce for green
We have
to
secured
take
the
down
control
blue.
point. Alert.
Take
What
down-
about
Control
yellow?
point is being contested. They are coming into the final stretch.
Alright, okay.
We have lost
Desperate times call
control
for desperate
point.
measures. I'll tell you what,
We all
I
do,
will not push on D or any point that is owned by a non-blue team. I'll tell you that now.
Alert. The
Push on
control
blue.
point
Okay.
is being captured.
So,
How about that?
We have secured the control point.
Until all blue points are taken, I will not push on any other team.
someone asked release date.
Release date? No comment. Before
Never.
2021.
Soon
Control point
trademark.
is being captured.
Yep.
Will unused head models be used for citizens like the old Kleiner head of the Charpel head? Chiapple head? However you pronounce that.
The old Kleiner head will be used in some way, but not for Kleiner. As for other unused heads, like the Cheaple head, we have some plan to restore old face maps. In fact, if you didn't catch our interview with Travis Brady, you should really watch it. But we, I've been in regular communication
Nice
with
air
Travis
blast, that
ever
kinda
since then. And, well, let's just say things are looking nice at restoring the Travis face map. But, yeah, we'll see where that goes. Otherwise, no specific plans right now. Okay, now I'm gonna get my din-dins. Give me a minute. Alright.
Bravo.
RTV.
Soon. RTV?
Yeah.
We shall RTV.
I feel like we're good enough player amount for like two teams instead of 4 teams.
Yeah, I just wanted to start it out on this. Just
Yes.
have people see what's new in this mod.
And
cater
when we have a
more
higher
interests.
player count on this server, we probably can try the
There's another
4-team.
there's another 4-team one.
Yeah, isn't it like a 4-team 2-fort, but in 4 forts?
Oh yeah, I saw that 4 forts, but I don't think it's on this server.
Maybe.
There
Might be
was
still in
another server
development.
that had stuff, but it wouldn't let you like RTV, which was unfortunate.
RTV should be really mandatory.
Skrellick back,
No, he's getting his dinner.
getting his dinner.
So no questions until dinner has arrived for him, or he has arrived back with dinner. That is.
Verabo, we'll just say you'll have something soon. If you like the teaser, you'll like what else is coming. Jesus Christ, there's so many people. Is Karlak here? There's so many people asking questions.
They don't listen.
Yeah, hold on your questions for now. Karlak will be back. Oh, he's back right now.
You would have gone ballistic. Right.
Hey, Karlak.
What? I got my burgers. What are we doing?
We changed maps.
Being
We got a few
American.
questions. So, first question: will the female face maps also be restored? The unused ones.
It's not on the agenda right now, just because restoring female face maps is a lot harder to do than restoring the male ones.
Another one. So, something in the next media update. You're gonna say something about Chapter 2?
The next formal media. Oh no, that was a bad idea. The next formal media update will probably be around Division 2. Yeah, because well, okay, not counting the release of Division 1.2, the next big one will probably talk about Division 2 a bit more. We've already made a lot of good progress on it because we've already got something of a we've already got all the. Oh my god, I can't even build a sentry today. We've already got all the maps blocked out, but we do need to continue refining the gameplay, and then we need to art pass and we need to test. So that doesn't mean it's nearly done. That means like the initial hurdle is done, but there's still a lot of resources we're still waiting on before saying it's anywhere near completing them.
Sniper on the cliff.
Okay, next question.
I think someone said, will you be using a combination of beta and retail citizen face masks? It'd be cool if it was randomized. Maybe include the CS source hostage face mask face maps too.
Moving out. There wasn't getting any lighter.
Another one was, why did Valve make female citizens so complicated to modify?
Well, they're not complicated to modify. We actually are using already beta face maps for a lot of things. I should just say, when I say complicated, I mean complicated to make new ones. We are already using modified beta face maps. Oh no! I should have thought about that. We are already using beta face maps for all characters. Or modified, improved beta face maps. We just making new ones is just going to be difficult. Regarding combination of beta and retail citizen face maps, there's not a system for that right now. Like, there's not a system for randomizing face maps. I imagine that would be involving either separate models or maybe body grouped heads. Thinking about it, it's probably the other way. If it's the same head but it's just got a different texture, you could body group it because you could use the same facial flexes. But we don't have any.
There's a spire out here.
We don't have any kind of system in place for that, programming-wise. So something maybe we'll look into for the future, but not a priority right now.
I'm moving this. Backing up.
Damn, nice save slot.
Additional time has been awarded.
Dispenser going up.
Someone asked why the head crabs have armor.
Because Andy
funny.
thought it would look cool, and I think it looks cool, so it stays. Is the simple answer there.
Another one on the topic of face maps. Did you use the beta ones or did you use a mix because they look different?
We used the beta ones, but they were touched up by hand to actually have some stuff. I think some details from the actual faces themselves are actually baked in as well, like some kind of wrinkles and stuff, and a little bit of detail. Yo, there's a spy on my sentry, bro! Okay. Well, I'm dead as well, so rip the century.
We have a question from Name. I forgot to mention. Do you like 100 gex?
No! Sodding fuck, honestly. You people.
They're not as good as the Beatles.
Hey, that's a spy. That's one of ours.
Ah.
I'm gonna change classes. Ain't doing it for me. Let's see what Heavy's all about. Cool. Kralik likes 100 gex. That's so awesome. Glad he loves 100 gex.
That is not what I said.
What is your favorite 100 gex song? Kralik said Name.
Quite haunted, but alright.
Nice.
Bro, listen.
This is.
I will say for the benefit of the people who are here right now, that in all likelihood we will in fact be replacing Kleiner before Division 1.2. If the message I've just gotten is any indication. Bro, cosmetics make it so hard to track like things like spies. You know that? It makes spies way more effective.
Why do we have 4 snipers?
What did he ask? Do we have more
more.
snipers?
Why do we have 4
Ah!
snipers?
You guys need more snipers.
Oh, I'm going
We
sniper.
need more.
Guys, I think I know what our team composition needs, and I think it's
Shot him.
snipers, so I'm going for it.
I thought my game crashed.
Will the shotgun use the beefy beta sounds?
We have, in
+1!
we have in fact some new sound effects for it. Not the betas, but they are very beefy still. Give me a minute.
Oh, this is a good question. Once Kralik gets back.
Cat's moving the wrong bloody way!
Oh,
You guys all go sniper?
Hold still.
No, we're still at 4 snipers.
You need more snipers, or you're not gonna
Sorry,
beat us.
Craddock was busy cleaning ketchup off his crotch because I dropped me chips. Alright, what's going on?
Here's a good question from unoriginal person. So, which weapons will you be recreating? I think ones like the AR-1 Brickbat, Molotov, Hotwire, Annabelle, and SMG would be cool.
Okay, so the MP5K is getting done, the Annabelle's getting done. We're also doing the AKM, which is the AR-1, but we are not doing the Hotwire or any of the throwables, in fact, because I don't think they're worth it really. I don't think they add as much to the game's weapon kind of thing as actual weapons would. You know, what the fuck? Why am I slow?
I mean, wasn't the
Oh, I got
Brickbat
poisoned.
wasn't the Brickbat like replaced after you were able to hold items? Like,
Yes.
It was
pressing
it
A.
was effectively yeah, it was a predecessor to that whole system, and then once you could do that, it was like, why would you bother? So yeah, basically. So no brickbat and throwables and stuff like that, but most of the guns are coming back. In fact, we already have most of the guns implemented, and even models. So
This is gonna be a real piece of
Rowboat Rock is the best weapon. Anyone who says otherwise is incorrect. Catface. The Brickbat could be a different type of head crab.
Ow.
What do you mean by that?
oh, the brickbat head crab, because
No,
the
the
head crab on the
brickbat could
brickbat.
pick up head crabs.
Oh.
Yeah, but also there was a yeah, you could pick up head crabs, and also there was a head crab in the brickbat, which is like one of the earliest versions of the fast head crab, I think.
Oh.
You mean the
I
fast
mean-
head crab?
The fast
I mean,
head
that could be replaced how Black Mesa did their gib system. You can just pick up like corpse if we wanted to, but there's really no reason to have it.
I want to put head crab on my head.
Yeah, let's kill them all, Slaw. It's gonna be a
Ow!
glorious
civilian is under attack.
bloodbath.
They're in the room. On the side.
Doctor.
I need ammo.
What am I actually going to be? I think I'm actually going to be a pyro.
Mate.
I'm gonna make everybody dislike me. I'm not very experienced with fucking the flare gun though, because I use for
W plus M1, let's go.
I use for
They've
score
got a
shots
base
so
kit.
much.
Oh shit, sentry.
Pull back, boy. You're taking too much damage.
Hold on, right behind you. Let's go. Let's push him.
The same person said, I mean, the Frobo headcrab does look different from any of the previous headcrabs. You could just use the same headcrab texture, but would make up a new name, I don't know. And then someone asked, will citizens still throw things?
Ah, this fucking pyro.
Shut up.
Maybe.
Yeah, so maybe to that unoriginal person.
I have a question. Is Odell planned, or is it gonna be like...
Yep.
Okay, neat.
He'll be in the hyperboard and he'll be like, there's that cheese I was looking for.
Here's that cheese I was looking for. Tasty.
Most iconic line from a beta right next to you. You're all a
So
bunch of
amazing.
pussies!
FOB. Unbind all and helpful.
Yeah, Game Boy, listen mate, I have a really good tip for you. If you want to actually get better, yeah, type unbind all in the console.
No.
You get a free hat. You get a...
I used to play TF2 a lot growing up, but I haven't touched it for like a few years. I'm also reading the chat while playing this, so it's kind of...
When I was a wee lad, right, like I'm talking like 8 or 9, someone tried to give, someone fucking got me with the unbind all thing on Gary's mod. Someone told me, hey man, if you want access to the semi-automatic sniper on this server, you just have to type unbind all in the console. And my dumb fucking ass, who didn't know what bind meant, was like, okay, and I typed it, and then my Gary's mod was broken, and I was upset. I said, Dad, how do I fix this? And he said, what did you do? And I said, I typed unbind all in the console, so it's gonna give me a sniper rifle. And he went, oh my god. I am raising a monkey.
Oh, shit.
Another question. Will conscript still have their over-the-top death sounds?
We'll probably be basically basing conscripts off of rebels. I would have thought. I don't know if we'll have if both of them, but we'll see. I don't. The plans of conscripts are a little bit indeterminate because they won't be in for a while anyway. Because they won't make a true appearance until like Division 4. So I haven't vaguely. I don't know exactly.
Jeez, you guys got a lot of snipers. We might be in trouble here. If they have 2 more snipers, they might win
Mission
this.
ends in 60 seconds.
Watch out, guys. If they get more snipers, they'll win.
Yeah, watch out. They got a lot of snipers.
That gun, that fucking revolver sniper thing is way too OP
Yeah,
for this game.
what you need to do, Overmind, is go to press Alt-4.
Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this as well.
Oh,
They don't
no.
need that anymore.
You want to know how to get a free hat in TF2? Make your own server. Do server_cheats1. Spawn a prop. Do like 10 seconds.
I'm dead.
Activator.
Good job,
and set it
guys.
to your head.
Yeah, see that crowd? Like I'm getting a lot of kills now, so...
No worries,
And
mate.
someone...
Keep him off the thing for 10 more seconds, boys.
In 10.
So some of these weapons are planned. Flare gun, combine, GR9, and only as an emplacement gun and combine sniper rifle.
Okay, so the flare gun will make a return, and in fact I have a unique functionality in mind for that, which will make it more interesting than just an actual flare. Is it going to be the pulse rifle or the Orion 25mm? It's going to be the Orion 25mm. We're not doing the eye rifle because that's boring, but we are doing, well, not the eye rifle as an automatic flare gun launcher, but what we are doing is the eye rifle with a completely different thing at some point. Combine GR9. Combine GR9 is in fact planned, but you probably won't get it until later in the mod as anything other than an emplacement gun. Combine
RTV.
sniper rifle. We're not planning the combine sniper rifle as in the one from episode 2, but we are planning the sniper rifle as in the
Mission begins in
LAR
30
50
seconds.
Big Bore 50 BMG.
Anyone up
is
for
the one
VIP?
used in the
I'm up
beta.
for VIP.
No, I don't have shield.
Someone nominate it.
RTV people. It's RTV. Do VIP, one of the
You do
VIP
Badwater or
maps.
Train Yard?
Train yard, train
I
yard's a
think
good
Train Yard's
map.
pretty good.
Train
Yeah.
Yard.
Pretty good map.
Do Train Yard.
Regarding
Yeah, Train Yard,
conscripts
Train
being
Yard.
rebels, I'm not saying that we're going to make conscripts rebels. What I'm saying is that they serve effectively the same role.
Train Yard.
In that you have an allied, you have like an allied thing, like an allied NPC, right? That is better in combat and that has a little bit more health and stuff, and they serve the same narrative and gameplay purpose. Well, not the same narrative purpose, but the same gameplay purpose, right? Rebels, we might still have the occasional ones around, but I mean it'll depend really. It'll depend because citizens would do the same job, and at that point you've just got basically two of the same gameplay thing. Unless we thought of something else, like we gave conscripts only stuff like MP5Ks and AKMs. I don't know. We'll think about it. So that's quite a bit down the road still, so haven't fully planned out how that's going to work yet.
What the fuck? Why is my map different? For some reason I have a different train yard map. Hey Slav, can you send me your train yard BSP?
I can try, but it's gonna be slow. It would be better if someone else on our team could.
I'll send it if I find it.
I assume that most of you guys know how to
Maps
play
folder,
VIP.
VIP underscore train yard PSP.
Just
Okay,
zip it.
I am a civilian.
I get that a lot.
That was kind of accurate.
Why is it different? That's weird.
I paid good money for you.
I am the spy.
I am the spy.
4, 3,
Dummies!
1.
Well, at
I
least
forgot I don't have
Back
weapons.
up.
Why? Okay.
Welcome to Scout Games, dumbass.
Hey, Papa.
I'm working on it.
Oh damn!
You guys gotta scare away the big bullies. I'm a civilian. I can't do much.
Oh,
Ah, funny.
I paid good money for you people.
Oh man, lag.
I'm just gonna see if I delete it.
Uber demo coming.
Shoot his nades.
Stay behind, VIP. What
Can
are
I
you
at
doing?
least have like a pistol or something? What the hell?
You have an umbrella to hit people with.
I've got an umbrella.
To whack people with.
Go, go, go. It's clear.
Oh, I deleted it. It's downloading it now.
I gave it to you, Game Boy.
You did? Okay. Let me see if this works first, and then I will
Very nice.
see if it'll let me join. Oh, it's downloading it.
Great stuff, boys.
Long ass time.
I hate this map as well.
Congratulations.
I'm a pyro. I don't want to be pyro.
Protect me. I am body. It's me, Manuel.
Fat.
Mission begins in 10
What's
seconds.
the objective in this game mode?
It's the
Kill the
protect.
civilian if you're red, defend the civilian if you're blue. You have to escort them to the
I
point.
am
Away
the
from the
spy.
door.
He just pushes full out forward, like he's an alpha civilian. What are you talking about?
Go, Carly, go, go!
I lose in like 5 seconds.
Bruh!
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was
Died.
very surprising.
Who could have predicted this?
Nice. The owner of RTBR killed this game.
Okay, now it worked. Thanks, Water.
Bro, that shit's good. Well done.
I'm in.
Come on, why are you guys RTV in here?
Wait, I just joined. Don't
This map is
argue.
a one life
Gotta
only
be
map.
so rude.
Exactly.
Don't
That's why I hate it.
We just got on here.
I hate you, buddy.
Mission begins.
We have enough people to play like
Dude.
four
Actually,
teams.
from what I
Are
heard,
you
from
ready?
right-
I'm ready, bro.
I know.
Yeah, which is the
Say
one
that
that has
that'd be
like
fine.
4 teams?
Arena mode?
Where's our civilian?
Which one is it? Oh, it's oil, isn't it?
Watch it, there's no man in it. And now it's good side, isn't it?
They're up on the train.
I'm watching it, I'm watching it. We're gonna die, but I'm getting as many as I can. That could have been worse. Got a good 2 of them. Slowed down like
Let me
6
see,
of
is
them.
anyone
13
else
of them.
on the public server having problems with the map?
I'm so sorry.
Bro, I have .01.
I am the spy.
Ooh, I'm sorry, Barney.
I am this spy.
You spy, I am.
I'm falling behind on answering questions. Let's see, will rebels be able to throw grenades and do melee attacks?
Grenades, probably. More than that, I don't think so.
Will child workers have voices, or will they be like
I want my
Gordon?
cloak and
No
dagger.
voices.
What happened to that?
Hire a bunch of
Are we going to get child workers in the first
my
place? I
dagger?
thought we already...
Yes.
It just
We
makes
already
the
said-
cloak
shown off
so
renders
much
of it,
faster.
Yeah, and there's also a poster I made that shows
The
them
cloak
working,
trains so much faster.
that we also
That's
showed
what it
off.
feels like.
Sentry up there. Okay, that's fine.
Is gonna I'm sorry, the fast headcrab speed just like the leaked version, shirtless fast zombies, or are they gonna be replaced by
Oh
the
god, there's a lot of
zombies?
guys around there. Get back,
Okay,
get
so-
back. Yeah, get back,
So someone asked, will the fast headcrabs be like the leaked version of the shirtless fast zombie, or is it gonna be replaced by the zombie assassin?
Why is there any lines?
The zombie assassin, which we've already shown.
See, there's like 2
5
piles that are
months ago,
spawned at the first point.
Has a different role in RTBR.
Get owned, idiot.
As for the fast zombies, they'll probably look a little bit like the beta ones. I would've thought.
Where's the VIP?
Midget man.
I'm such a good spy. Oh my god, I'm so good.
Yeah, you're
amazing, man.
Hey Sloth,
What?
I would say now we have enough people for 4
Your mic is very quiet.
teams.
You failed.
Yay!
Kiss me. You did well. Many thanks. Very well.
Why can't we play a gun back like Dom Hydro? 10 seconds.
What?
Oh,
You don't have any taste.
bad.
That's what's wrong with you.
3.
We literally just played Dom Hydro.
Shitting on this kid.
Oh, we play a game.
It's like, oh yeah, let's just play this.
I'm a gamer guy. I have bad taste when
How
it comes
will
to
you guys
maps.
make the fast zombie face, by the way?
Oh, ow, I'm getting headshot in here.
Go in. They have the high ground on the train.
I see their fucking boys.
I hate this game.
Oh, I'm out. Oh, I have 20 rounds. That's good. Need a dispenser here.
Yes.
This would have been a good time for fucking.
I'm dead. Thank you.
I still had 2 health as well. Fucking hell. I need some ammo.
Hey,
Sorry.
Krellick, someone asked, how do we plan on making the fast zombies face?
It will look spooky and grim like the zombies does. That's all I can say at this time. Listen, our creature modeler is a force of nature. I just give him a task and I let it work, alright? So I
Force of nature.
don't know exactly what he's going to produce I
No, I
have,
have a force in
I
nature.
have somewhat of an idea of what he's going to produce because I give him a reference and he's never, ever, ever disappointed me, right? He always gets dead on and I always like but still, I'm just saying.
Weather control better be the biggest, bloodiest battle in gaming history, or I won't go.
Okay.
Right, the citizens round here, the citizens round there! We're kind of deep in enemy territory here, but...
Well, we had a heavy on the round.
Stand back, civilian.
Stand back, civilian.
I'm dead.
Oh fuck,
What?
okay. I'm also dead.
Consume sandwich.
Consume the sandwich. Thank you, Game Boy. I appreciate you spy checking me, just in case I was in fact a spy.
There's a spy right there.
How did you know who was there?
I saw you. I saw your little transparent.
Game Boy is obviously hacking.
He already downloaded cheats for this mod.
Got aimbot and wall hack.
Jeez, you guys are all there. All easy kills. Now you just realize I'm there. Fuck.
I got nailed.
I got nailed. Run, civilian. Our civilians down.
The red one again.
So how will the hazard course be like Hazard 01?
The hazard course is a stretch goal thing. What I will say is that depending on how successful the Division 2 background mapping competition is, hazard course might be a competition again. We'll see.
Man, the civilian is so short.
But we're probably not doing hazard course ourselves. But
Look at how short his man is.
I think Counter-Strike and Left 4 Dead props. Counter-Strike props are in fact used in Half-Life 2 already, and so we have. So if that counts, then yeah. And we're using a couple of other ones that are decent as well. We aren't using as many Left 4 Dead props because they have a very different art style. But even so, there are a couple which we think are good enough to make use of. Did we already use our
I
citizens?
think we already win.
You fucking bastard.
Someone got
spy.
killed the VIP.
Bro, what the
I
fuck?
just like backstab, don't worry about it.
Well, you
Did
guys
you
let
kill the
a
VIP
spy
once and then say the
backstab.
round was over? Yep. That's why
This
this
is
map
such a
is kind of
good
down the
map.
water. Since when is
Oh shit.
do
one.
One, yeah.
one.
Okay, do one.
We have enough players for that one.
CP.
One.
Domination.
Dude, who doesn't play VIP Bad Water? Screw that.
We gotta do one. We got enough players for team deathmatch crap.
Oh, the unforgiving loading.
Civilian, total playtime 0 for me.
Civilian.
I'm a civilian.
Yo, what's up?
Oh, wait. Is this? No, this isn't.
Here's that cheese I was looking for.
Oh, I thought this was. I guess it isn't. Never mind.
I guess
It's a
we
TP
didn't
map.
get it.
I thought Dom. I need to look at the updates. It says greetings from Dom Oil
Baba
Cannon.
boy.
Oh,
Listen to the memes going on in here, boys.
no,
I did not mean
it's
to eat my fucking sandwich.
It's just normal domination, but the two teams.
no. Arena Flash is the other one that has 14. Shit, crap. My bad.
This map's alright. I mean, not fun, but it's alright.
I'm gonna DC and maybe read some questions as my internet is a bit unstable for this game.
I was a wizard of balls.
Where's it?
Control point enabled.
Oh!
Yeah, this was not the one.
Why is there a heavy outside our spawn? It's actually two.
Because we're epic.
Yeah, Bluetooth's epic. Yeah, I'm switching games.
Can we all go heavy, please, and stand outside that spawn?
Like a good idea. Need a.
Bro, why do we have 5 heavies outside our spawn?
Kid's death.
Everyone needs to go heavy. And all the heavies. Oh no!
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Oh, I got a move sentry on this.
Oh, don't you dare!
So this guy is double Ubering us 2 heavies. Oh, we got 3 heavies now, lol! Bro, that shit's crazy.
I don't know what's confusing about it, man.
This guy's microphone is so
Question
The
from
guy
an
who's talking
original
in
person.
game,
Will
I
you guys make a
yeah.
barnacle animation instead of just instant
barely
death?
hear him.
The barnacle does have an animation. When the barnacle picks you up with its tongue, it drags you up and then it chomps at you.
I think what it means if
You're
the
a fucking
NPC
bitch,
gets
yeah.
barnacled, like in Half-Life 1.
In fact, there is also already an animation for that. Okay, the barnacle has a special pulling the NPC up into its mouth animation, where it crunches it on the way in. So, I don't know.
I think what he's asking if the NPC is like a barnacle.
Oh,
when a tentacle grabs it, it'll like be
Alert. The control point
maybe.
is being captured.
because the Vortigern has one, for example. That kind of stuff is a maybe. It's a would be nice feature, but not a priority.
not a guarantee, yeah.
Not a guarantee. It's a if we get to it, basically. No guarantee that we're going to ever.
Is this guy new to the game?
Are
or
we
something?
ever gonna finish this mod?
No
No.
comment.
We're now gonna forever delay it.
Mhm.
Until people stop asking that question.
Every time
His
someone
name
asks
is
when
Simon
Division 2 is
Contradict.
coming, Division 2 is coming, I delay it by 1 minute. Which means that right now it's delayed by about 800 years.
Control point is being contested.
This is strong stuff. Grand Marne, sorry, that's what it is, Game Boy. Some Grand Marne.
Ooh, that sounds fancy.
Nice 50% liquor, man.
Is that top shelf liquor?
Probably. It's the first time I've had Grand Marne in probably 2 or 3 years, so
Probably like $50 US, probably like 60 pounds.
something like that. It ain't cheap.
Oh, I just took a nasty rock to the face.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
Bro, how are we losing so fucking much? Come on, boys.
I'm not.
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry, Kralik.
I mean, we're
I
not
guess
losing,
it's
I mean,
just-
like, how we...
I guess the shoe's on the other foot now, you know?
Just, yeah. Come on, boys. Everyone go heavy again. It's fine. Stay heavy.
I got a sentry on top of here.
This medic to MVP fucking double everything. Very nice.
Satama, my boy. Oh, that's one of us.
Need a medic!
Fucking
Need a medic!
wonderful
Oh, fuck.
anime.
Please! Please extinguish me! No, please! Oh, thank you. That's also good.
You know how the retail Half-Life 2 ports wear the E3 outfit? I like to imagine
poor
it's actually a
bastard.
prison outfit in retail universe, so it makes more sense. That's what someone said. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! I just love this for little blue people.
Alert.
Don't blame
The
me,
control
blame
point is
my
being
ringing.
contested.
Saying sinning whilst I'm singing. Wait, do they have any of the control points? I don't think so.
No, understand with the shockwave, that pyro could have. Yeah, I was about to say that shock should have extinguished you, but he's dead.
Oh fuck, I'm out of ammo. Oh shit, this isn't good. Why does it make such a loud clicking noise when you're out of ammo, bro?
The control point is being contested.
Using the nail gun?
No, the minigun. It goes click, 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 and as soon as I did that, the two guys who were chasing me followed me, like, all the way. Fuck. Alright, it wasn't gonna work out any better, honestly.
Spy Scout. GG. We got all 3 points as well.
Very nice.
Why am I carrying so super poster? I don't know, man. You tell me.
Oh, my ears.
Delicious.
Here's that cheese I was looking for. Just have that for whenever you get to it. And he's like making a sandwich. I love that line. Here's that sandwich. Here's that cheese.
Can pyro is not air blast in this version? Like, there's air blast.
No, you
can.
We have secured the control
Bro, like, you gotta think, this is TF2. People coming over here, all they know as pyro is WM1.
Man, because I've been on fire so many times around this one pyro who's on.
Yeah, and they don't know how to extinguish.
I know you don't get 20 health for it in this version, but seriously, come on.
Another question from an original person. Will these beer good cans appear?
I mean, sure, you don't get points. You don't get points necessarily for doing it, but like, team spirit.
Yeah, exactly.
You get charisma points. Hey, good job. You took me out.
I killed you. Yeah.
And then you have an engineer on
Oh shit. Oh, is that you?
No.
Our control point.
Yes, that is you.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Go away.
That's not me.
You bitch. Honestly. You son of a bitch.
Shockwave who killed me.
Our control point is being captured.
You have another question here. So will the Antline workers be more like retail with entirely different design or just a reskin of the game?
Totally
Of the
different design.
Antlion?
Totally different design.
Hey.
Spy's name, owner of RTBR.
Well, I guess
that's
at least
fucking
the model totally different. I don't know if they're gonna adapt the AI on it.
Oh no, yeah,
Will
no,
we?
the AI is going to be the same as F2, but the actual look of it.
The model is different.
Oh, way different.
We have lost control point.
Why does Odell have cheese if there are no cows?
There might be. Well, you know what? You can make cheese from milk of all sorts of animals.
And also from plants.
Yep. So there you go.
Almond milk.
Maybe he's eating head crab cheese.
Or maybe he's having almond milk.
Gone
Oh, I don't want to think about head crab milk. No.
Gone off cheese, mate. Gone off milk.
Or soy milk.
The control point is being captured.
Snark milk? Okay, snark milk I can see, but...
Snark milk.
Gordon, have some soy.
We gotta make a model where
about that
it's
soy
extracting milk out of the snarks.
Maybe you should try getting a job.
Alert. The control point is being contested. We have lost control point.
Ah, bro, we're not doing too well. Actually, we're doing pretty well. Never mind. I just looked at the score. Okay, it's fine. We're doing fine.
We have captured the control point.
Man, I think it's just because, like, you know, team I'm on just seems to be doing very well. I wonder why.
Oh, you have sandwiches.
That was a
I
bad
saw what you're doing there.
idea. You bastard.
Yeah, you're all dead. I just saw you all like taunting down there, and I'm like, oh, 3 kills.
Game Boy the kind of guy that if he sees a conga line,
give
he,
creator.
if he sees a conga line, he changes to pyro and flogs them all.
Do you know the pet carrier climber has in its lab? It has blood in it, so that implies head crabs have periods.
I doubt it.
I
Why
doubt
does that
that.
imply that head crabs have periods?
Yeah, wait, I don't understand that.
Blood is just like I mean I don't know. Women, humans don't only bleed through their orifices, mate. I'm just saying.
I didn't understand
There's a
that
spy
question.
around here. There's a spy. I wonder who that is. That's a very weird.
Someone replied to that comment saying probably it was watermelon juice. I agree. It was probably watermelon or strawberry.
Lamar doing the old put the watermelon in the microwave trick.
Could also be from back when he climbed the peak.
Oh no, there's a spy! There's a spy in a pyro! Bro, what the fuck?
I got him.
Okay, good man. Good man. Ow.
Run.
Ow.
Yeah.
I feel like the teams aren't balanced.
They never were, father.
Get your head in the game, bro.
Yeah, you're right, there's, you know, I think it's just unfair that I'm playing this game.
I'm not.
You know?
Oh, we lost.
Give everybody else a bit of a chance, maybe.
Yeah, Kralik, I think you need to just start spectating so you can give everyone a chance to see everyone.
Yeah, you
instead
know,
of hogging the screen time.
I just think, yeah. Okay, what's this random person doing? And they typed plus left in the console when they're standing in the corner.
We are doing
I want to
Flask.
actually get more content. Come on, man.
Flask.
Arena
That's the one
boys.
that has.
Nobody's watching your content, bro. Get real.
Do Flask or you're
Nah.
Flask.
Flask.
It's just a game.
That's it.
gay. And if you
We
are
gotta-
gay and you like being gay, then you're straight if you don't play Flask. There we go.
But arena's so bad.
It is bad, but
Says you, dummy.
we want to try
Says
it
you,
out.
dumb it! That was great. I'll tell you what. for your benefit- Sloth, do you want me to stream the game for your benefit?
No.
Are
I'm
you
just
watching through
reading.
the? Are you watching through the YouTube?
No, I'm not watching for YouTube, I'm just reading questions. We have another same question about the barnacle. Will the beta citizen barnacle animations be restored? Did they have any animations?
He might have done. I know the Vortigern does off the head. Maybe.
All right, I'm gonna go yellow.
It's a maybe thing. It will probably take some time to get it to happen and also differentiate between certain enemies.
Alright, Game Boy, I will join you.
Team.
Alright, I'm gonna be Team Piss.
A true citizen.
This actually fits well for an arena.
There's just like no backstory on
Alright, we just
gotta
gotta
sit
sit together, okay?
We gotta stay alive. If you die, we'll lose.
It's a hardcore mode.
And it's like
Will citizens use 2003 animations?
Straight down and don't go that way.
All right, stick together, team. Someone has planted the bomb.
Stick together.
Sniper! Sniper!
I see him.
Coming from
Oh, there's
behind
just a
heavy.
bunch of green people.
Kill them while they're distracted, yellow. Kill them when they're distracted.
Behind us, guys behind.
We got a pyro behind us. Damn.
Oh, sweet, Deb's on their team as well. You got a dream team. Oh no, I'm down.
Ah, fuck.
Sniper, watch out.
Got pyroed, mate.
I got
Sorry,
instantly
Piss team.
headshot.
Alright, boys.
Oh, we're all dead. Okay. Why don't we just sit back and watch? They
did
literally
well.
got a sniper left on their team and a spy that's just looking at
Go,
us.
sniper, you can do this.
Another animation question. Will Combine use their beta animations, as in the Combine soldiers and stuff?
Probably not.
I actually got a question. Are you guys going to be using the female assassins or the alien assassins?
alien assassin. If we do a female assassin, it'll be cameo.
What is this
only.
man doing?
I don't like it at all.
Nice.
What is
always
this guy
dumb.
doing?
But we'll see.
Guy was just like hanging out. Nice.
Cameo maybe, otherwise
Guys,
nah.
you don't
Brain
get
dead.
he's a genius. He's using the best strategy ever, doing nothing. He accepted it.
He is the spy.
I am the spy.
I am the spy.
Nah, we're not kicking him.
Brain dead.
Let's go,
Over
go,
here,
go,
guys.
go,
We gotta
go.
focus on this side over here.
Oh, we're the only team with 5
Over here.
people.
Fire no.
Yeah, that's a bit unfair.
Oh, this
You
game's
guys gotta
sucks.
take care of the other
sacrifice at
side.
least one of your teammates for us.
As the original person said, female assassins could use a sniper.
Ah,
What's happened?
fuck.
Oh shit.
Oh, watch out, blue sniper.
there's a
Got him.
sniper.
See us.
Sniper, no sniping.
Reloading.
Come on,
Where are
take
they?
this.
Sniper, no.
Where are they?
sniping.
My name is Captain Dickhead.
How much RTBR will cost? Not a dime.
It will always be free.
Considering you have Half-Life 2 and its episodes.
How do they have 2 medics?
I don't think you
yeah.
even need the episodes. I think it just needs 2013 single player.
Yeah, man.
So yes, green and yellow are supposed to
This game sucks.
Overmind, your mic is lower than flipping.
Go on, Dav, you got
me
it.
after
No!
TV, right?
I
don't have a
who has 2? Who does that? 2
What are you
medics.
speaking
How are
to
you
anyway?
speaking?
Makes sense.
Bro, they're gonna fucking win as well. I swear, look at this
Yeah,
shit.
because
Nobody
run
wins.
out with the.
Oh shit, get back medic.
Dude, we got close. We got close, guys.
You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
They're fighting 2 snipers and 2 medics, and they've got it. They fucking got it, bro. Honestly.
Did our medic just die?
No, he's
How did we lose to this team competition? I'll tell you why. It's because we lost to them because they had 2 heavies, 2 medics, and like a soldier, I think, or something.
Yeah, we don't have enough people on our team. Source TV test is in spectator.
Man,
That's no one.
what a bitch. Yeah, man, he's no one. He won't join the team and commit.
Water join.
No, Source TV test is no one.
Water.
These medics, man.
I swear, they are... That shit was obscene. Crunky Kong.
At least I'm the one that actually hit headshots.
Only 2, come on.
If
man.
you ever add the
Thank you,
Hydra,
Super
how will you make it
Toaster.
fun to fight? Because
No,
the
now-
creator
now
of the
we're
Hydra
even.
said fighting it was not fun in first person.
Well,
We have literally 4 snipers. We have 4 snipers.
we're maybe gonna put it in Division 5 in the Arctic. I don't have specific ideas I want to talk about right now. Because we need to it's not even in the conceptual stage.
Or we could just not focus on that side and
It's,
go
we
overrun
would
us.
like to do it, so we'll see. Please, someone kill one of the solid fucking medics.
We're even now though. We got 6 players.
Oh, there goes fucking Game Boy.
Now we're dead. Now I'm dead.
Right, okay, we got one of their snipers, I think. They've still got both their medics. Fuck, I'm on fire! Ah, we've got a demo man behind us! What's it, crit, Dav?
Oh, okay, I got crit.
Oh.
it's a pyro.
No.
Ah, piss. Ah, piss.
The thing with the Hydra is I thought it was just like the tentacle from Half-Life 1 basically. You don't really fight it, you just avoid it.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta keep in mind, there's 3 Hydra variants, right? And we only vaguely know how one of them was supposed to work. So there was the Spear variant, the Bruiser variant, and the Seer variant. So, if we're gonna do the Hydra, I would like to do all 3. But that's if we do the Hydra. If we do the Hydra, I would like to do all 3. And I have some ideas about how we can make all 3 reasonably fun to fight. But we'll have to see how that goes, basically.
It'd be cool if one of them, if this is what you had in mind, had like a weak point that you gotta like shoot at and it moves around a lot. But to get that in Source, I don't know.
Random crit, what was that?
Do a taunt. Do a taunt. Do a taunt. Do a taunt.
No, I won't.
No, I won't do a taunt.
I'm afraid. I'm so sorry, Sniper. I'm really sorry. I didn't deserve this. Get on it.
I feel bad. Alright, cool. Right, let's give this a fucking go.
Someone left our team. What the
Oh
fuck?
shit, I didn't mean to fucking eat my sandwich. Well, fantastic. Oh, it's fine, didn't use it up. Pyro!
The yellow's overrunning us. Come on.
Pyro to the left! Behind us! Behind us! Darren Man to the left! He's dead. Heal! Heal him! Heal! Heal Dav!
Pyro
Oh,
extinguished.
Christ.
Extinguished.
God damn it.
He died.
He could have fucking made it as well. Okay, right, mate. Green's lost 2 people. Who we got? Who we got? We got a sniper and medic.
Oh sweet, we got a teammate now. So now
Ah,
it's even
fuck!
6 players.
Sniper down.
You were smiling when you died, Krellick.
Well, you know what? I die
You're
with a
a
smile on my face. I die with a smile in my face and an arrow in my ass.
Another question. Is there going to be something like air exchange?
Yes, air exchange is Division 4. Coast and air exchange are
Yay.
Chapter 4. But we're definitely
Someone brought up like a comment about a battle in weather control.
We are also aiming to do weather control for the Arctic. The objective is to touch upon everything in the Arctic, right? Because I really like the Arctic and I want to get to go, basically.
3, 2, 1.
Alright boys, let's go.
I hope this mine thing doesn't like hurt you guys.
Oh, we don't have a medic.
We don't? Oh, no.
Oh no, I don't know why I read that as engineer symbol.
Engineer!
Okay, I went a little too proactive.
Another question. Will there be more
We're being flanked from the right, boys!
Will there be more hanging people? Because the lack of dead hanging people just doesn't fit the dark team.
Well, I mean, we're not
I'm the
going
last
out,
one alive.
We're not going out of our way to add hanging people on every doorway. I think 1 or 2 is fine, but you do more than that, and it's gonna risk being a bit, like, overdone, don't you think?
5, 4, 3.
God, I'm like a one-man army right now. Holy shit.
Go on, Game Boy.
Ah, damn it.
7 Nation Scotsman. That was a joke, says unoriginal person. Well, that was an unoriginal joke, unoriginal person, so I suppose you're earning a name there. Right, I need more booze. Give me a minute.
Hurry, Krellick, hurry. Hurry. Someone protect Krellick's AFK body.
Don't kill console, you won't.
Don't kill console, you have 5 seconds. We need a medic. No, we need a medic.
2, 1. Fight to the death.
What, do you have a laptop?
Yes, I play on laptop. It's 5 years old or something. And it sucks.
First blood.
Okay, I died immediately.
Oh shit, Dad.
Mommy's milky.
You died too soon. Too soon.
I'm back, terribly sorry. Right.
Hurry, Krellick, help us.
No more booze for a minute, but it's fine. I guess I'm gonna take.
What's that?
Oh shit, it's only 4v4 now. It's us against Green.
Okay, their soldier's dead, but I'm very low on health.
I know, I was medic, but I died immediately with soldiers.
They're medic, they're
Dude, Krellick,
the
it's only
heavies
me
are on
and
the
you
left.
now. It's only me and you.
Heavy's on the left. Pyro, pyro, pyro! It's gonna be only you in a minute, Game Boy. Ow.
You failed.
Green is the best team.
Green stands for Giant Rectum Nonce.
What about yellow?
True
YLW.
citizen sucks the farts from my butthole.
You have to think about that one, man.
Yeah, what about yellow?
Oh, oh,
5, 4, 3, 2.
bro. Is this guy? No, this guy's okay. Never mind. It's fine. This guy's pretending to be a
funny
fucking.
wall.
This guy was
funny
pretending.
wall.
He was doing a funny lol moment.
Careful of I'm so low already.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh shit! Watch out! There's a spy.
We have a numbers advantage, boys.
We have a spy. We have a spy around us.
Blue's pushing over from the left. Oh, spy! Spy! He's dead. Right, we're good. Green is nearly dead.
Medic, help me.
Team Weed is almost dead. Blue's pushing from the left. Blue's pushing from the left. I'm out of ammo. I don't have any ammo for anything, so I'm just gonna grab this. Don't mind me.
We might win this one.
Their medic is charged.
There's just that one
It's fully charged.
That is a crit rocket. Holy fuck, I dodged the shit out of it.
Ah, medic, you got this.
Oh shit, my
Will there be
fucking...
a
Gentlemen!
My fucking
bio,
mind
Hold the line!
bioweapon, something in the style of the
Gentlemen, if we die today, we die standing.
Oh, we might actually win this unless...
Hold
we
the
fail.
line!
Oh shit, shit, shit.
Hold the
Well, we're gonna
line!
cap before he flipping
Kill me.
decides to kill anybody. Or hurt anybody, matter of fact.
There we go.
Yes, we won
Go
this
team
one.
piss. Oh yeah. Okay,
Yo,
good job.
piss team finally won, dude.
It's been a time.
Other. What kind of weapons do I have? I can do crit streak.
No.
Dude,
Alright, we're gonna
I don't
focus on
really
the-
care for the mine launcher, but it is definitely useful on this game mode.
First blood. That was fast.
I'm here.
I'm
Tell me
down.
another question, Crowley.
You're good.
Will there be a kind of bioweapon, something in style of this sniper?
Oh my god.
Yo, you good? Thank
They
you.
are all outside. They're all outside, Dev.
Medic.
Kralik, you're like Tony Snark. Tony Stark.
Snark.
Not Tony Snark. Tony Stark escaping from like the cave.
Well, it would have been that, but unfortunately this was the what if Marvel
everyone
comic
back.
where he tries to escape and his suit blows up and kills him. So, there you go.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
I'll
someone
repeat
else-
myself, Kralik.
No bioweapon.
Will there be a kind of bioweapon?
No.
Oh,
No
Perfect.
bioweapon.
No bioweapon.
So no snark like weapon.
No snark. Oh my god, that was a critted fucking grenade launcher.
Come on, piss team.
Oh, you died.
We keep on losing our numbers.
We'll sit in here if we have to.
Big ouch.
I am Fireman. Burn, 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 burn.
And he lost his mind. Can he see or is he blind?
fucking, oh, come on then.
That ragdoll.
Oh shit.
I have Uber ready.
He has some Black Sabbath fans in here.
And I died for doing a crit.
You guys heard of Black Sabbath? Have you heard of Mac Sabbath? The McDonald's take on Black Sabbath.
How does Obama? I just died. How does Obama have so many points?
Alright,
Who
gentlemen.
the hell is Obama?
Who the hell's Obama?
Your mother, alright? I don't
Who
care.
is Obama?
Who is Obama?
Obama?
What's Obama's second name?
One. Fight
That's
to
my
the
question. I had a dream once that Obama told me I wasn't allowed to make RTVR anymore. I don't know why.
You want to do a capture the flag
Michelle?
one? You can do a capture the flag.
Michelle?
We haven't done that yet, but up to you guys.
Oh wow, we're doing really well. Damn,
So
team.
we all stay together.
Ah, so the second round we actually doing really well. Damn. Sad day for Team Piss.
Another question: will you be able to remove the Tau cannon from the buggy like an M mod?
Yes. But not like an M mod, like how it was supposed to be in the beta. Thank you.
That is how.
You just do, bro.
And RPR.
Deb is a spectator.
So bad at TF2, it's no fun.
I want to be on the good. I want to be on the winning team.
Winning team. That's with me and Fodder, bro. Not with Game Boy.
Finally, something other than a.
Bro, I heard Game Boy wipes his ass back to front.
I'm not playing Siege, right? I'm playing TF2. I'm not playing Counter-Strike, I'm playing TF2.
Yeah, we get.
Oh my god.
Oh
God, such a
Yeah, we
toxic
get it!
community.
I'm not
Who is
playing
the
Overwatch, I'm playing
Overmind?
TF2.
Shut the fuck up!
I bet
Who is the
isn't
Overmind?
Eraserhead one of ours, I thought. I think Eraserhead is one of ours.
Listen,
Oh,
I'm
by the way,
just trying to
Trellick,
keep that
it's-
like
it's V,
2007
it's V for
gamer
voice chat.
vibe going.
Oh, this is a bugged map. Hold on, wait. I need someone's help with this. Okay, somebody go against the gate, and then just like turn around and face at me.
Where?
Right here. This gate right here. This gate right here.
Okay.
Just stand like this and do this and crouch. Oh, they must
like
have
your
got
mother
some-
dying.
Oh, no, I did it.
Wait.
Bro! You set the guy on fire, bro!
Yeah, the gate's bugged. It doesn't have yeah.
Oh, they have a sodding. Medic! Ow. Ouchie. Ouch, 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 ouch. They have a fucking sentry right there.
Where's it at? Oh, it's here.
There goes Obama. Damn, Obama's no more.
Another question which might be a good idea to answer: will there be a dead child in Ravenholm?
No!
No dead childs.
If I had a fucking cent every time someone
Bad,
asked me, can we
bad.
put a dead child in Ravenholm?
Why is it such a good, like a repeating question?
Because
it's
people
dark
for some
and
reason
edgy.
think we should put a dead fucking kid in Ravenholm for some reason. Bro, listen, right? We are taking a lot of ideas from the beta that probably are better off not done. Dead children is not one of them.
No dead babies allowed.
No dead baby jail, alright?
You're not allowed to do that, I don't think.
Yeah, we probably, like, it would be very grim, and it would put off a lot of people, right? I ain't about that. It's like overly grim. It's like, I feel like people hanging themselves is like already starting to get towards like the tail end of like acceptably grim, right? Dead children is like beyond acceptable, right? We can't be doing that. For the same reason why children are only ever going to be featured in like scripted sequences where they're not in gameplay or anything, right? So they're not specifically in risk, because I also think that's a bad idea. So yeah.
Yeah, guys.
If we're for anything, it's gonna be like how Skyrim has their kids walking around town.
Oh,
If you
hold
shoot
on,
at
push
a
up.
child,
Being
it's,
under fire or getting shot at or something like that.
if you shoot a child, it's an automatic assignment failed.
Mission failed, we'll go next time. The fucking sniper around there, watch it.
He got me.
Question is: will Alex have her breed alien pet thing?
You like shoot a child.
I want to eat.
Like, yeah, okay, buddy.
Sorry, I can even I'm focusing. Let me get
Oh,
to
shit.
that question in a second.
Man, we can't defend for anything, can we?
Cool, okay, right, what did someone ask? Sorry?
Will Alex have her
saying,
weird alien
Like,
pet thing?
If that were to happen, if like the
What,
player
you mean
was
her
to
glasses
do
that are
first
on
time
her head? They're
in the
not
game.
weird alien thing, it's like... they're like-
Alien pet thing.
Oh, I thought you said head thing.
Pet.
I
We
blame
would
Engineer
like to
Gamer.
do Skitch. If we do Skitch, we would be the
Wait
first
a
mod to
minute.
actually do
We're blue.
Skitch. So that would be exciting. So we would like to do Skitch.
Somebody sit against the gate again, so I can.
If you want me to, I could do some sketch noises for you.
I think well,
Engineer
what I have in mind for Skitch if we do it is something like a mix between an alligator, like, and a kitten. So like when it's affectionate, like baby alligator noises that sound like Gallagher, and then like when it's being angry, like an alligator noise going like deep guttural
Somebody come down here. Somebody come down here.
So that's kind of what I have in mind. Come on, Dad. Come on, Dad.
Wait. No. Come back up. Back up. Hurry. They're against this thing, okay?
Okay. Oh fuck.
So much blood.
You're asking me as a very fat man to get very far in a very short space of time. Go on.
Hot wizards near you.
Oh, this isn't a respawn?
So would you stop standing in front of my damn scope?
Oh, okay, I'm being good as well. Oh, I got fucking backstabbed, bro.
Got backstabbed by my map team.
Bro, shit's fucked.
Oh my god, I got backstabbed by my own map team.
No more room in hell took. Oh, that's what Sloth said.
No word of a lie. Fact.
It was a response.
The only other mod I could think that has controversial edgy stuff is Cry Fair, but that's because it's a horror mod.
Fodder, get out of my asshole, honestly. I know you. I like you too, but
It's so
love
nice and cozy.
Love cannot bloom on the battlefield. I'm sorry.
The gay romance of two
That's what the preparation time was for.
Preparation time is for that.
I'm literally doing fucking noises for children right now.
Hey, there's a spa right there.
Spa creeping around here.
No.
Hey boys, it's a spa.
Wasn't talking to you, fucking piece of shit. You literally sentient.
Bro, honestly, these guys are so angry.
That Steve guy's profile pic.
Disgusting.
No.
Disgusting.
Fucking Steve Harvey
Why
on
you
it.
have to
Dr.
be mad?
Potato.
He's only gay.
Nice, I got somebody. I have 17 health charging up here. Got somebody.
Gay means happy,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Aiming.
Kami's happy, right? Hey
like
guys,
how-
I'm just saying.
It's only gay.
I
We
like
should
how the
all be
Overmind
friends.
is trying to say something.
Oh my
but
god, that
nothing
medic
comes
is
out.
Ubering a sniper with fuck boys.
Oh,
Oh, there's a spy here, spy. I got him.
When a medic Ubers I got the spy, guys. Don't worry.
I'm stuck. Don't stuck.
HotWizardsNearYou.com.
Help.
Fucking
Help.
Oh, I see you. I see you.
You're a getaway fixer.
Alright, the question. Is there a possibility the fizz gun, not the one from Gmod, will appear in a mod?
No. It will function exactly the same as a gravity gun, but it will... Okay, I should say, sort of. It will look like the fizz gun. It will be named the fizz gun, but it will function exactly like the gravity gun. Because the fizz gun was always a developer weapon only, right? It wasn't intended for actual gameplay, right? And there is no way that you could do something like the fizz gun and not have it be a constant breaking out of bounds tool, right? So we are not doing the fizz gun in functionality, but we are doing it in looks and in name. In fact, we actually made our new fizz gun model a very long time ago. You can see it right now if you go on the ModDB and you browse up a couple of months. Had quite a long time. I think the first time we showed it was about 18 months ago now, probably, I would have said.
He's just like sitting there, staring at a...
So yeah.
Careful, boys. There's a spy walking around here.
I see you, Potter.
What we have regarding reanimating stuff like the guard and the cremator, no need, because we develop our models with strict reference to the original proportions. What this means is that we can keep the same general shape and the same general location of bits, and then we can rig it to be to have fine, smooth.
Oh, don't kick him.
So we don't actually have to reanimate. That being said, we will be whipping up new animations, new events based on the context. The creator has had one of these already.
You just died.
I won't say what, but they have.
Who initiated that vote?
Bro, they have this place fucking locked down.
Let's go!
Holy shit, you guys have this locked down.
Get him!
You guys aren't going anywhere.
The rocket propelled.
Rocket propelled grenade.
The rocket propelled grenade. Oh fuck, that sounds terrible. It's just.
It's a grenade that's propelled by rockets, in fact. It's just
just a grenade taped to a rocket.
This is awkward. Someone wants controller support because they have a disability that makes it hard for them to play without a controller. I don't even know if that's something that we can do.
No, he should be able to play it by just adding a Xbox controller.
I was about to say as well. I wonder if it's actually already in, like by default. Because if not, I'm not sure that's something we can add. But if it is, then I think it's
controller support. It should be. If not,
yeah,
you can
it's possible.
Config.360 file for that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there we go.
When I was working on the when I was working on the 1.0 trailer, the release trailer, I used the Xbox controller for smooth look movements.
Oh, but there's level 3 sentry around the corner. That'll be why we can't fucking push out then.
Someone destroy it.
Yeah,
there's a spawn.
Yeah.
Obama El Presidente got rid of it. Our engineer is not doing very good at putting up his exit shockwave. Let's have an exit, please, for fat fucks like me. We're having a fucking bunny hop all the way over there, man.
Bunny hop.
Bunny hopping fat man. Hello there, fat.
Push the cart back, boys.
RTBR.
Fuck, they can't even bring heavy athletics. Watch it.
Backward
There's a sentry.
Damn. Okay.
That sentry's dead. Go for it.
Thank you, Shockwave. Good man. Shockwave with that teleporter in, please.
I see you, Potter. We have something I want, Potter. Damn you, Gonzo.
Bro, I'm doing pretty well. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you're just 60 on your top fragger right now.
Come on, guys, we can win. Aw.
Alright, boys, there we go.
You did it!
Pow!
Is the bug bait gonna change entirely, or just new animations?
New model and new animations.
Make it look a little less like a nutsack.
Or perhaps more like a nutsack. We'll see.
Oh, that'll do better.
It depends what Andy wants to do.
Just tell him to make it look exactly like a nutsack. Like the Vortigaunt just ripped it off of the antlion.
Oh shit, we got a spy
Some
crab.
of the fucking fauna that he's begun ripping up for wasteland already looks very gross and grey. We've got this, you know, that mushroom fauna. We're taking a look at that, and already it's beginning to look like.
Krellick.
Yes. What?
Do the funny.
What do you mean do the funny? Oh, the funny. Oh yeah, I'm coming.
Funny, yeah.
Come on. I'm doing funny with you.
Got him.
Here, come over here. This guy's in perfect view of it. He moved away at the.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Oh, he's back here. Do it.
No, he moved.
Oh, he's wisening up, I think.
Thinking no.
Level 3 sentry around the corner. Watch it.
Spy, watch out.
It's not there anymore.
They picked it up. It's in
okay.
the building up there now.
Alright. He's still got it. Alright. There's spies around here. Watch it.
Watch out.
Fuck, there he is behind me.
Right when you said it. Right when there's 2 spies.
I saw one close in front of me.
Will the console have a bad Russian accent like the sound files from the beta?
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Just say yes.
No, you will have a Bulgarian accent. Because that's the nationality of our console voice actors. There you go.
Will the Vortigaunts have a new model?
See, I would like to do one for Vortigauns, but the problem with the Vortigauns.
You should do it if you're gonna do one. Do it in the style of Half-Life 1, like little alien slaves.
Well, we'll see, but basically the thing of the Vortigauns is that they actually use the facial defense system, so it's going to be a bit more order to remodel them. I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm saying that it's going to take more resources, so it's not a high priority right now. Not for Div 1.2, but maybe by the next time you see Vortigauns after Div 1.2, but we'll have to see. I don't know right now. I would like
Default model is already really good.
Yeah, again, the default model is already pretty good. So, by all accounts, we'll remodel it if we can because it would be good for the sake of coverage. But we will have to. It's going to take more resources because of the fact it's got more complicated thing. It's not like I just make it and forget about it like the head grab, right? Where it's just rigged and it's done and it's functional. Right?
Honestly, I kind of prefer the Half-Life 2 head grab personally, but
well, that is fair because of the way the game conflicts work. You can just delete R1s and you'll have the Half-Life 2 ones. So that is fine. I will say the intended experience is R1, and everything else will look out of place as a result. We've redone so much of the actual like enemies and NPCs and stuff now that stuff begins to look out of place if it's from Half-Life 2 instead of if it's our stuff now. Which is a good thing.
How will Vertigo begin? With a plane crash or a helicopter crash?
Probably a plane crash, because Vertigo will probably be the first map of Division 6 of Street Wars, right? When you're coming from the afterwards. I want to say that you get in a C-130 at the end of the weapon exchange thing, but I don't know for sure. We'll have to see. No, get your free TVs jokes either, though. Sorry.
yeah, those are banned.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
It's such an old joke, and we already have a map called Free TVs. All right, so that's it.
You got a free
That's the full extent of the meme you're getting. I'm sorry.
You got a free TV.
It's done by everyone and it's gotten really boring and stale.
It is the young beta fan joke at this point, so...
Thank you, T-Man.
What are we voting?
Ouchie.
I voted 2.
2, yeah? Alright, I need to say goodnight to my woman now, so give me a minute, please. YouTube stream and Discord.
Just like a woman.
I just voted for like another VIP.
Yes, you did.
Hot wizards near you.
Doc Tom.
Vienna Sausage is probably on the same part as Free TV's, overly done. Maybe it will happen, but don't keep any hopes up. I don't think you want to know about what happened to that phantom. I don't think
They had to turn him inside out.
There's only so much stuff I can do.
You don't need to know what happened to the cat, you just need to imagine what happens with really unstable teleportation technology.
I've seen some crazy shit, but that...
How did you get in here?
Moving, lads! Many thanks! Thanks, Pennsylvania!
It's really quiet without Relic, isn't it?
It's gotta be really...
Yes. Will there be Tony Snark Easter egg? No. It's Kralik who's playing. He's just muted to talk with his girlfriend to say goodnight.
Feeding the bitch some love.
Easter eggs will only be done in, like, it will not be done like through community or things that happen. It will more be like if a developer thinks of something or does something. So that's Easter egg if it's no reference. No references, no Easter eggs of things that happened in the community unless we personally find it funny and worth doing. It's not worth putting extra effort into something when we have deadlines and other things we need to focus on first.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
Let's be honest here, we're not gonna be the perfect mod.
There is no perfect mod. Like, there is no perfect game. Everyone has different tastes and preferences.
Never an RTBR.
I will get to that Sumbine question when Kralik is back. So far, no comments.
Medic, why would you waste your Uber?
You have time to build it up again, you know. It takes like 30 seconds in setup.
Begins in 30 seconds.
Thank you, Sai. What are you the owner of, Sai?
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
I don't know about that one.
4, 3, 2,
You are great, Doctor!
Red tubs and bad ribs.
Medic, please. Medic.
If you have a name for that junk prop, then maybe we can look at it and see what we will do.
Stand next to little cart!
Like I said, any questions about any beta enemies or enemies in general should be postponed until Kralik returns again.
Sticky's on the cart. Never mind.
The cart is nearing a checkpoint. The enemy has received
If we notice that back, then
additional
we maybe might do something for it. But if it's such a minuscule prop, then it's very likely not to be touched. When will dog be introduced? Dog didn't exist back in the beta.
Eraserhead baby. This really do be an Eraserhead baby moment.
Yeah.
Eraserhead gaming.
Yes.
Yeah, I got banned on stream.
The airboat section.
On Twitch for saying,
if you could
and funny N-word.
Expand on what you mean by how it plays out.
N-word.
I could
Yeah,
maybe
We say N-word. I have funny past.
I said the Squidward.
Is it gamer word time?
No, gamer words.
Did you want a laugh track for that
a
one?
A gamer word and your
The
YouTube for the rest of
dispenser
this.
goes here. That's it. That's the joke.
That's the joke.
No, he is, as I have said earlier, busy on a phone call. He will return soon. Poison Zombie isn't the only zombie that has an exposed skull.
Get
Also
fucking
the last zombie has a skull face.
Two different people.
Spy behind us, I think. Could be wrong.
Yeah, I saw him.
Soldier.
Well, we don't exactly know why specifically it has the skull showing. It could be just artistic interpretation or just the oversight from the artist itself.
Kill them. Yes. Kill the teleported. Okay.
What was your guys' push plan, Alec?
Auto.
That looked kind of sad.
How long is that medic going to be asking for a dispenser? Angie, give him a fucking dispenser, please. I don't think he's gonna play the game until
On the Poison Zombie, that's gonna be entirely up to the artist's whims. So if they decide on it having exposed skull and brains and other stuff, that's gonna be on the artist. We're giving a lot of people like kind of lax rules, so they don't have to exactly make it strict 1-1 to what was the beta.
Get on the fucking cart.
As an
Just
example, our
push
zombie
it.
isn't 1-1.
Tap it.
Really close and nice representation of the zombie.
Soldier, go. Go. God damn it.
Can't always win. Good game, though.
I'm crying, shitting, and farting right now.
Sad moment when a citizen gets hit or something. Not really easy to make you care about someone when you literally only saw them for like a second and met them like a minute ago.
I got a question. Will people treat Freeman like a messiah in Dark or in Raising the Bar, or will it be like, dude, get the fuck out of here? You're a freak. Go away.
I think you might be less known. We haven't fully decided yet, as we haven't really revoiced any of the citizens. So there might still be, oh, Dr. Freeman, I'm coming with you, and like those moments for a while, until we have set in
Until the
stone
street
what we want
war.
to do.
You're Gordon Freeman. Here, take this med kit. Take my credit card.
Take my life.
Freeman, complimentary hand jobs are this way.
Alright, Kralik, we got a bunch of questions.
Go on then, fire.
Fire, okay, I'll scroll up.
Hiya.
I hate you.
I'm just gonna start from the bottom.
50%.
I don't want to be the fucking VIP.
Don't mind me.
Will the digger be
Run,
used?
Statsman, run. And give us your money.
No.
Will there be a Vincent been hit moment? Basically, a random
no,
MC is
man.
hurt and the game wants you to care about it.
Probably. I have an idea for what we're probably going to do with that.
Mission begins.
Will the poison zombie have an exposed brain and exposed spine because the retail one is just textured and not 3D? I think they mean modeled.
As I said earlier, my creature modeler is a force of nature. I just leave him to work and he produces results. So,
I need a medic.
So we'll see. Maybe. Maybe, it depends if he that's what he wants
Where's
to
the
do.
medic?
I hate that you can't shoot through.
Will the advisor model be updated and changed? Or changed?
Probably.
That's why I just for a goddamn medic.
When will dog be introduced?
Division 2. And it won't be dog, it'll be T-Bot.
Will the airboat section play out similar to retail?
Yeah. With some extra bells and whistles. But mostly similar.
And he just...
And another question is, will there be Homebinds in Ravenholm?
Yes, I'm beginning to get a bit too sozzled to play this now, honestly. I can't fucking concentrate. Alright. I need to go do my fucking exercise before I go to bed anyway. Alright. I'm going to stop playing now. And so that means I will be stopping the stream. However, actually I won't, I'll just stop playing, but I'll remain in the stream for a couple minutes in case anyone has any other questions they want to ask. So I will give everyone 5 minutes of question specific time if you want it. If you guys want to ask any questions that you have or anything like that. Will the corpse model use the new clothes? Not for Division 1.2 but for later divisions, yes. Why was this stream also just randomly like a very popular stream? People like TF2, I guess.
It just depends. Sometimes people have more time, sometimes they have less time.
TF2 a funny game.
Funny, haha.
TF2 gaming.
See, there's a... I talked about it a couple days ago.
Why did I run right into those stickies?
Basically just the, you know, Half-Life 2 campaign, but with TF2 characters.
Lambda Fortress in it.
Lambda Fortress, yeah.
I don't know what Game Boy wants to do for next time, but we'll see.
We'll see. There might be co-op, there might be PvP, we don't know yet.
Yeah, the TF2 ones always seem to be a winner though.
Well, it's fun to play a class shooter once in a while. Another question popped up.
Sorry, right. Will citizens throw rocks and bottles during the street wars? We might have stuff like that. No guarantees, but we might do. We'll see. How would the uprising start here in the game's lore? I like to think that the resistance is more formally organised in the RTBR universe. So because of the existence of conscripts and of Kraken base, the resistance is basically well, in the same way as the Combine have a stronger hold on things, this has itself bred a stronger resistance willing to stand up against it, right? And so the end result is that probably the uprising is more planned than it is in Half-Life 2. So what we're going with is that the beginning of the uprising is a sudden attack on the air exchange by the rebelling conscript forces, aided by Gordon and some other people.
Alex.
Like Alex, in fact, who will attack the air exchange and blow it up. Doing so will be a symbol to everybody to start, you're resisting and all that. And then you will go to the Arctic to actually, basically blow up the air exchange, and then the idea will be to go to Kraken base to coordinate the next big move, get in the war.
Then it turns out that
the Mossman's a bitch, and she drops things in a difficult situation. So, yeah, but basically the thing that starts it off in this one will be blowing up the air exchange, because it's more organised basically, and it will all be part of a wider resistance plan, which gets a little bit less organised once Mossman turns out to be a problem. Will the shield scanner model be changed? We will at some point be remodeling the shield scanner model. How do you guys deal with the weather control? Will the combined mechs exist? So the weather control is probably going to be a shorter, it's going to hit similar beats to the air exchange, but we're going to try and hit some different ones to make it a little bit more interesting. We intend to incorporate Spire into the assault on the weather exchange in an interesting way. So that'll be alright. How about regarding combined mechs? I assume you mean there's a couple of there's like those big synth things with the two arms and such that Shift has drawn a very popular picture of. So we're probably not doing those because we're just not. But what we probably will do is we'll probably put crab simps in the Arctic, because it makes more sense to put them there. Before Gordon starts the uprising. Yep, that's the intent. They do that in Half-Life 2 already, when you think about it. No one knows who Freeman is before Street Wars, and then after Street Wars everyone's like, oh, this guy's great. Gasmar citizens around Air Exchange. Yes, Gasmar citizens will appear around Air Exchange, but nowhere else. Wasteland scanners and shield scanners will be different NPCs. Wasteland scanners will, as their name suggests...
Will it be something like Dark Interval?
I don't know what Dark Interval's doing.
With, the way they're doing their synth scanners.
I don't know how they're doing their synth scanners.
Kind of similar to the Wasteland ones, but green.
Well, the Wasteland scanners will be in the Wasteland, and shield scanners will do as they do. Right now, we don't have any unique functionality in mind for Wasteland scanners, but that might change. We'll see if the gameplay would benefit from it. Will Alex use her unused melee weapon? Probably not. Will the Physgun have a beam when using it? We might change the particle effects on it to look a little bit more like the beta stuff, but again, it's going to function just like the gravity gun. Alex may or may not use the sucker wrench, we don't know.
Gravity gun question. Any, do you think sounds will change, or?
Absolutely. I would have thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is planned.
Yeah. Custom sounds for practically everything are planned. So yeah. In fact, we kind of whipped up some new ones this morning for some stuff for Div 1.2 even. So there's going to be some even newer stuff. So we'll see. Yep. All right.
Gordon.
Alright, any other questions? Speak now or forever hold your penis. So, we'll give everyone 1 minute to ask any additional questions you have. Will you make the scan light actually show light in the world, like in the beta? Not in Division 1.2. Maybe not at all, but we'll see. Will a main character die? Yeah. It will be an interesting one. So what's a ranged weapon? Will the Physgun have the beam? Using it. What do you mean, what's a ranged weapon? We have a couple of ranged weapons. All climb and
There's
die.
a lot of ranged weapons.
Are we looking for more musicians? We actually have 3 people right now doing music composition. which puts us at a good 40 tracks. And they're always producing more. So at this time, we're not looking for more musicians. But I will say, if you have any other skills, level design, in fact, if you have any other skills, period, ask me, because the worst I'm going to say is, now we're good, mate. But I have taken on people for roles that we aren't specifically advertising that just have done something cool and so we've taken them on before. So, do it. How much ammo will a shotgun have? Probably 6 and 30. I would have thought 6 in them in the chamber or whatever.
6 in the tube and probably 30 in reserve.
There you go.
It depends on balance.
But that's what I'm thinking, because I want it to have a little bit more ammo than in Half-Life 2, where I think it has 6 and 24, right?
I think
Does it have 6 and
it has
30 in
more.
HL2?
I think it has like 30 in reserve.
Maybe.
Maybe 32 in reserve. I don't remember.
If Manwich appears, will he get killed by the sniper or have a minor role when he gets uniquely killed? Manwich is planned to be a completely independent character. So not just a conscript, a random conscript, he is going to be a separate independent character in the narrative. Are there any prerequisites for doing level design? Ideally have some of your work to show. If you don't have any work to show but you're still confident in your skills, I will give you a demo map instead, which you can do, and I usually say I'd like to see results after about 3 to 4 weeks. Because we will have a conversation about what it appears your strength is. I will then give you a demo map to test your skills if you don't have screenshots of your work. I also want to see VMFs because I want to see how you construct your maps to make sure that they are constructed properly, on the grid, func detailed, etc.
No MMod support.
No MMod support. And the last thing is regarding the level design is that if you're a talented art pass mapper, I will still take you on. But right now we are primarily looking for blockout mappers. So this is people who have a strong understanding of constructing maps from the ground up with gameplay and who are strong at logic entities. This doesn't mean I won't take you if you're just an art pass mapper. If you're still good at making visuals look nice, then by all means more mappers is good. But yeah, just encouragement. Will there be any more original gun? Yes, in fact, there will. Will Travis be a main character or a new citizen? If we do the Travis citizen, he will probably be a unique character, but he will be a minor unique character, like some of the other citizens are.
For head crabs, they will change in Division 2.
Yeah, not for 1.2, but we will do new sounds for them for Division 2. What roles are we looking for right now besides level designers, mappers? I'd probably say that general purpose modelers who are pretty talented, and ideally people with an understanding of the source workflow would be useful. In regards to that as well, we could also probably do with people who are experienced with character animation, and by this I mean on the implementation side, so I mean stuff like implementing 8-directional movement, IK rigs for in-game implementation, this kind of thing, because these are all skills that we don't have a tremendous amount of coverage on the team. We have some coverage, but otherwise we're really shooting in the dark here on these fronts, so we're kind of having someone who really knows what they're doing would be helpful. We create a refined head model for the cheaper citizen, not at this time. There's a question here about creature sounds, Mr. Slough.
Any creature sound in the future will be custom made. Very few creatures, or if any, will have their retail counterparts. It just depends on time. So most enemies will try and have new sounds for their division, but if they can't make it for the next division, they will get them.
Yeah, so the headcrab, for example, won't get any in this one, and the fast headcrab neither, but we might have those for Division 2, for example. Stuff like that. So, yeah. Also, hello, Leo. I was kicked due to inactivity. You know what? Fair enough.
Will you add a G-Man Ghost to the levels? Do you mean like sightings, or do you mean actual like ghosts or flickering?
We have a couple of sightings already, yeah.
If you're talking about ones that are transparent and flicker, very unlikely. It depends. Like, you don't want to just have G-Man flashing in your face at random. It would be a bit weird. As far as I know, let's see. Will there be new animations made for specific sequences in 1.2 and Division 2?
Yes. There are in fact already new animations made for Division 1.2, and there will be more new ones for Division 2 probably. No G-Man hallucinations or ghosts, man. Those are gonna be, the G-Man will be seen on and off, but yeah.
Will there be more conscript variety instead of everyone being Malo 2?
Yeah, when we do conscripts, they will probably just use the full range of citizen heads and stuff.
During the terminal level, will the marching combine get firebombed by the citizens?
No. Terminal is a, yeah. Terminal is, yeah, just a narrative map, basically.
This is a good question. What is your biggest wish you want to try and implement or recreate from beta into RTBR? And hope it would work.
What do you think, Sloth?
Difficult question. What I mostly hope and I kind of wish is the combined super synth soldier thing.
Like the thing that's like a strider with 2 legs.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah. What do you think, Fodder? What are you thinking? What are you most looking forward to doing? Maybe.
Unlimited brushes and hammer.
There you go. Understandable.
Funny man.
That would be nice. And for me, it would probably be the Antlion King. I think I would like to make that work. It would be interesting. We have 2 of those 3 things, hopefully, on the agenda.
Basic ammo types is gonna be a no.
Yeah, each weapon will be having a separate ammo type, because we're coding in a new system for stuff like specific ammo pickup sounds, and also new weapon traces. So, yeah, every weapon will have a separate ammo type.
I can just say you won't find useless ammunition.
Nope. So it's going to have some RNG system in some way. For conscript heads, well, currently the rebels and the citizens use the same system, where they just have, you know, yeah. Will there be static corpse models? No, unless you mean like bones in something like the Wasteland, more like giant creature skeletons and stuff like that, maybe. But I don't know.
Good question we have right now is, are you planning to make the finished product more resemble a 2004 release or a modern recreation?
Modern recreation. I'd say that the standard...
Definitively.
The standard of our mapping is the expectations for the standards of level design in 2020 are very different from 2004. And this is something we ran into where Division 1 probably has better visuals in some places even than Half-Life 2 does in some of its places, but the standards for mapping have just gone up so much. Division 1.2 was necessary in order to actually help us figure out where is the top end of our current expectations for what we would want to do visually and like gameplay wise and everything. So I would definitively say that we're going to be aiming for more of a modern kind of thing. The Manhack arcade will not be functional because I've never seen this done in a non-janky way, honestly, and it would be a lot of work for something we're not really interested in doing.
It's a lot of work for something that'd be very optional and wouldn't really do much for the game. If you want a functional Manhack arcade, you should probably play Dark Interval.
Yeah, Dark Interval does have a functional arcade, which is the best functioning one I have seen. I still think it's a little bit floaty, but I think it just would be. I just don't find the idea of piloting a Manhack fun, honestly. But if you're gonna do it in Dark Interval, because Dark Interval is the best one I've played for
But
this.
not if you have epilepsy.
But not if you have epilepsy.
Another like a game example I could take or mod example is Human Error. It has controllable manhacks and they still feel janky, so it's gonna be a big no. It's difficult to get smooth movement and make it work.
Is there going to be the Half-Life 1 shark things?
I think he means Ichiosaur.
Yeah, the Icky. Yeah, we'll do the Icky
Boy.
Icky Boy. Yeah, we'll do the Icky Saw at some point. I don't know if he'll actually feature in gameplay or if he'll be a visual thing. We'll just replace him and then use him in sequences. We'll see. What if you can come across... Wait, hang on. Is there going to be... No, hang on. Will the flare guns have an alternative mode that shoots grenades? We do have a flare gun firing mode possibly in the works. Or, no, not in the works, but in mind. There won't be an alternate mode, but there will be the primary firing mode and will be more interesting, hopefully, than just firing off like one lone flare. What aspect of the mod is the team most proud of right now? Well, I can't speak for everyone, because I think everyone's proud of individual contributions, but other things. I think I'm most proud of just the team environment, and how we all stick together and how we all work together on towards a common goal. We're all very much like friends. We're all working together towards a common goal. We're really sticking at it, and we really put our heads down and get the job done, basically. What do you think, Soph? What are you most proud of what we've done?
I would say basically the same. I'm really proud that we have gotten people and they have sticked here, they have fun. We have just a lot of friends here now. It isn't just like... It's not like having co-workers, it's having friends and you come on every day, you work, you play games, you have... talk about ideas and make cool stuff, basically. I think everyone is probably proud of something they have themselves made. And it's kind of hard to ask people, okay, what are you proud of? Because everyone's going to have a different opinion of what they are proud of in the game.
What are you proud of, Fodder? Fodder.
My eternal love to Slav.
There we go.
No, I'm kidding. I'm proud of a couple of maps.
Cool. Fodder is a level designer, so there you go. He's proud of some of his work, which is fair enough, because his work is great work. Do you plan to include original minor main characters you guys made up? So... Are we doing brand new characters? I don't think we're doing brand new characters, but what we are doing is we are using cut characters in a very original way. And I can't say more without spoiling some really colossal things.
Yeah.
But let's just say you're gonna have some big surprises in store.
Samuel?
And you wouldn't have been expecting them necessarily. And we're gonna do them in completely original ways. Maybe Wasteland Citizens. Maybe Dev.
Would the Samuel character be one of those people?
I would like
the
to.
Guy you...
I would like to. It won't be on the train, obviously, because we're not doing the train. But you know, I would like to. But we have some other very major plot ideas regarding some characters. And the vertical part of the Icky statue appears with a regular model or a skeleton version of it. That'll depend, I suppose, at the time when we get to that point. That's Division 6, right? So you know.
It's very far ahead.
The bull squid does actually technically appear for a brief appearance in Division 1, but otherwise the first time you fight it in combat will be Division 2.
Here's a funny question. How much green is too much green? In reference to art design.
About 350.
I would say our old concepts are too much green.
The old arsenal is probably too much green.
Yeah, I would have said so. Green
when
is
everything
really...
else on your screen is green, I think you have too much green. Let's just put it like that.
Oh, what is the biggest blockage you've had during development that was hard to fix, or at least something that was annoying? The fucking choreography. Because for the longest time...
yes.
For the longest time, we were really struggling with choreography on the team because it is very hard to find choreographers. Like specifically people who do... So by choreography here, I mean stuff like, for example, the Labo 1 and Labo 2 scenes, right? So when Kleiner and Barney are talking to each other, and they are, you know, and they're mixing together and they're playing animations and all that, that's choreography, right? So choreography includes the lip syncing, the animations, you know, the moving about, all that stuff, right? So for the longest time during the development of Division 1 and what we've got so far, we didn't actually have many choreographers. We had one choreographer who did a lot of work, then he went. Then I took on a slew of like a half dozen choreographers to try and wrap up the Division 1 choreography, and unfortunately they weren't really up to task. One day I went, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to learn how to do it. And I thought it was going to be an incredibly long, arduous process, and I had learned how to do it in literally a day because it's honestly not that bad. People make it out to be worse than it is, basically. And so we probably lost a good 6 to 8 months of development time off of a skill that if I had learned earlier, knowing how easy it was to learn, despite the fact that everyone kept telling me it was hard to learn, then maybe, I don't know, maybe we would have shipped Division 1 sooner, I'm not sure. But that was really annoying, and that was a really big roadblock that was really bothering us for a long time, because obviously we needed the choreography to be done, right? It's essential for the narrative of the mod to have the choreography, but we literally didn't have the capability. Once I figured out how to do it, I was even able to teach other people on the team how to do it. So that is, you know, I taught Fodder, Sloth, Game Boy, so that now I can disseminate some of this work a little bit, so that I'm not doing all of it. So if we need lines to be lip synced en masse or something like that, we can, you know, give the work to more people, so that I'm not doing it all, and so that we can split the work more effectively. And the end result is that choreography has been going a lot smoother since then, because it's not that bad, and it's really important for the mod. So I feel like it is important to keep an eye on it myself more than anything else, and I do. But I've now been able to teach other members of my team, because it is really quite simple to learn how to do it. It does require some patience, but honestly you can learn it in a day, and it's really not that bad. And then you just kind of can get used to it, and learning the ins and outs and everything is fine.
What else that's really hard is find female voice actors. So
Oh, yeah.
ask your mom, ask your sister.
Okay, don't do that. But finding female voice actors is a fucking pain, unsurprisingly, but it is a pain. We've had 2 Alex voice actresses. The first one unfortunately had to drop out. The second one we still have, and she has recorded practically all the Alex dialogue we need for Division 2 already. But there's more things that we're gonna run through with her at some point. Yeah, we're all right on the female voice actor front, but for example, we don't have anything for Mossman, or female citizens, or anything like that. So all that's a bit awkward, and that's just because it's very hard to find female voice actors. How confident are you for what you have right now in your team? In other words, Oh wait, no, Vienna sausages above, or is it a dead meme? I don't like to outright do memes. Like, I don't like to flat out do, like, get your free TVs, or have, like, a Vienna sausages thing. If there's going to be a reference to these things, they're going to be very minor, right? So a full reference to a free TVs thing is, the map is called free TVs, and there are TVs in it, right? It's like, that's it, right? That's the reference. That's for, oh, but that's free TVs. That's your young beta fan moment. Now go away.
It is better for us to do our
there,
own thing rather than trying to redo their own in jokes and other things they made.
Yeah.
So there's not going to be an icky poop.
Yeah. As for the Vienna sausages thing, it'd be the kind of thing, or maybe we'd make a can texture at some point that said Vienna sausages on the side of it. You know, fresh since like 1975 or something. All right.
And you see, it's like you see it has expanded, so it's not like as perfect tube anymore. It's like it's distended.
Yeah, so we could have so we might have something like that, right? But we wouldn't have more than that. How economy for you have right now in your team? In other words, how do you think about the future of mod? Will it succeed? I think so, and I think that the key core of a strong team is good firm vision, and I think we've stuck pretty close to what we want to do. We have a really firm idea about what isn't feasible. We're not just getting stuck in, oh yeah man, we're gonna remake all of the beta. I don't make these promises of what we want to do lightly. It's because we have the resources right now, and in fact some of these things we've already begun working on, because we have good planning and we have good organization. People here work hard, we get our work done, and we get it all sorted. I think the other thing is that generally the way you can track a team is very strong is how much they all fit together, how friendly they all are with each other, and we have a good core team now of people. I mean we haven't what I basically mean to say is that once someone has hung around for quite a long time, that's when it's like things are good, right? It's like, for example, Sloth here has been here for a year and a half. Fodder has been here for a year and a half. Both of them, have been really great, and they're really good friends of mine now. Game Boy has been here for well over a year, and what this all means, right, is that we don't just have a team of like 50 people who don't really know each other, right? We have 40 people, and we all at least are acquainted with each other. I obviously know everyone pretty well, because that's my job, but everyone else is at least acquainted with everybody else's work. And a lot of us are just very close friends, intermittently, and that's because we have all stuck together for quite a long time and all this. So yeah, that's pretty good, and I think that makes me a lot more optimistic, because if I had a team that was regularly having to be changed out for different people, then that would not be so good, because you wouldn't have much long-term hope, because you'd be like, well, we don't have the same people, right? That's the important thing. The important thing is establishing an internal community as well as an external community. It's all very well and good to have this kind of external community of people we know, but we also need this very strong environment internally, or we're not going to be able to pursue this thing to the end. Because it's a tough task we've got here, right? We need to all be willing to support each other, right? To get to that goal. But we've got a tough team, right? And we can stick it out. So I think that's good. Alright, moving down. Which characters do you need VA on? The most pressing one right now is probably Grigori, but there are other characters that I would like to get voiced. Will the cat appear? It has a model, all it needs is textures. Well, we don't have the model, is the main thing. And that model from the repository is a joke model made by Valve. It is not a model intended for the actual game. So, that's... yeah, so no cat. Using the unused Trav or other free female face maps. We would like to implement the Trav face map, that would be nice. What do we fear for the mod? My greatest fear for mod is probably the mod just dying, but I think worse than that, I fear the mod dying in such a way that it means that we don't even like, I don't know. I don't see how this could possibly happen, but some kind of massive internal drama that means we don't even talk to each other after a mod is done, right? Like like I think we're probably going to be able to do this at this point. Like we have a lot of work done for later divisions already. Like we have a lot of stuff in planning, and we've already started blocking out. In fact, with Division 2 fully blocked out, we've already started blocking out Division 3 now, right? So we've already started making really good forward progress. So at this point, I think we're going to be able to do it, for the record. So this is a purely hypothetical thing that I don't even think is likely. But my worst fear is things ending in such a way that we don't even talk as friends afterwards. So for whatever reason, you know, the ideal is that if the mod did die for whatever reason, but we would all at least be friends afterwards, and some of us would maybe work together again. If something cataclysmic happened and that didn't happen, that would probably be my worst fear. But again, I don't see how that could possibly happen, frankly. But that would be my worst fear. Not just the mod dying, but dying to such an extent that we don't even work with each other or talk to each other afterwards, or it gets awkward or whatever. That would be unfortunate and upsetting. What will be the main priority after release 1.2? Division 2 will be our main priority. I have a couple of specific priorities for tackling two very big resource blockers that are necessary to get solved before we can confidently say that we can hit Division 2 at the time when we want to. So that will be my personal priority task. Sloth has an interesting task ahead of him for a particular thing, and Fodder is mapping Fodder is mapping in Division 2 right now, so that is so Division 2 basically will be our main priority. We will not be coming back to Division 1 for many years. We might come back to Division 1 when we get to like Division 5 or something, and we've got so many extra resources and maybe such an increased skill level that we could really do with touching up Division 1 in advance. But we are not intending to come back to Division 1 after 1.2. That will be the definitive release, and there might be a small patch like a 1.21 that fixes any crashes or small shit like that. But after that, we're done. That's it. We're moving on. Will Eli Maxwell appear near the end? He will appear in Division 2. Should have the shark things to Ravenholm beginning destroying the boat or jet ski. If we go, well, we might do something in Ravenholm with the Icky, but it would be a scripted sequence. Will Annabelle have more than 2 bullets? The Annabelle is based off of the
It's based off some
90...
rifle, and it's gonna hold more than just 2 bullets, so don't be afraid about that.
Is it the Winchester Model 1887 stuff, or is it the 1886?
I think maybe 1886. I'm not entirely sure, but it's gonna hold more than just 2. So.
I think we've given it 8 rounds right now, right? I think that's how many.
Either that or maybe 9. I'm not completely sure.
Something like that. It's got more than 2. It's got more than 2. Do you guys have the ability to do the same development level as Black Mesa? I mean, it really depends on what you mean, because if you mean current,
do you
Black
mean the mod
Mesa,
version or current? Because they are very different things.
If you mean current, definitely not. Because current Black Mesa has funding and engine access and all sorts of shit that we don't have and probably never will, right? But if you mean the mod version, I'd say right now we probably currently have as many resources as they had during the mod version. I'd say, because there are, to answer the next question after this, there are 40 people on the team, 40, 41, something like that, 40 to 41 people, and we have every single department covered in some way. So we have modelers, programmers, voice actors, music composers, level designers, and then we have specific people in those departments. So we have blockout mappers and art pass mappers, and we have hard surface modelers and character modelers and creature modelers, and we have, you know, implementation programmers who are helping do things like Blixibon, for example, who is helping us always stay on the latest version of map base. So that's engine based, right? So we are always staying on the latest branch of this modified version of the source engine. But then we've also got actual day-to-day programmers like Iridium, and then we've got consultant programmers like OneUp who are very, very, very experienced and knowledgeable and may not have the time to dedicate to full-time programming, but they are extremely experienced and are able to actually give us specific pointers on how we would want to do certain things. Not to mention we have multiples of every single role pretty much, right? Even leads, because I have 2 co-leads, Sloth and Ambient Noise, right, who help me organize the things in the background, right? So So I'd say the mod version we probably have as many resources as the Black Mesa mod version, and we're probably going to stay with having that many resources, because from my experience on previous mod teams and previous teams, I have a really good understanding of how you recruit people. I know the exact avenues we need to go to recruit new people, so that's new modelers, concept artists, level designers, etc. Obviously some roles are more difficult to recruit than others, but we can absolutely just, if I really want a particular role, right, we will get it, right? When I put out these general kind of recruitment things, it's more just to kind of like, we don't desperately need that, it's just, if someone like that, if someone who has that role sees it, it will be nice to grab them. But if we really need a particular role, we know how to do it, and we've always gone who we need in not that long a period of time. So that's how we stay on top of that. Will the unused headhunter stinger be used in the mod?
If you're talking about sound effects, most beta sound effects will not be directly ported over to our mod. They will most likely be remade or be in spirit, as the beta sound effects are very low quality and would stick out like a sore thumb with the new stuff.
Yeah, I would have said so. Are those really ugly brush models from the beta going to be remodeled, like vehicles for example? Yes, in fact, every single APC variant that features in the beta, yes, every single one, has already been remodeled, and all of them, yes, all of them feature in Division 1.2. We will be remodeling more, like the Merkava and that kind of thing as we go forwards, and of course the legendary barge in that one canals map in the WC map pack. We'll slap that somewhere in Division 2 as well, why not? Will Barney appear in Division 2? No, he won't. He won't feature in Division 2. What was a small thing you personally want to remake? A small thing I personally want to remake is probably like a small environmental detail. I probably want to remake the Combine Watchtower to look a bit more like the beta kind of brush versions of it. That may not sound like a small thing. I say small because it's just like a general use prop, right? So it's not going to require any more implementation but just modeling it. So, as I say, I would. That's probably what I would like to do. What do you think, Sloth? I guess it could also be a sound effect or an NPC or something, strictly speaking.
Difficult question. I haven't thought about it, so I cannot really answer it. Most likely it will be just like a sound effect set for a specific thing that I really like or something. The thing with the remake question is like, it's not easy to remake something like, say, sound effects, as some of them are already existing sound effects from stock libraries that might have a really expensive license to get their hands on. So on my side, I don't really have any small personal wishes like that.
Citizens are probably in a similar level to Half-Life 2. Stuff like the arcade is insidious in that it mostly serves the Combine anyway. So it serves to keep people happy, just so that they actually don't go off on one. So yeah.
I think the lore thing would be mostly, if it helps the Combine, then they will give it to the citizens. But if it's only for the citizens' benefit, then they'll most likely not have it. New corpse models. If you're talking about Citizen and the Charpel and the stuff, then that will happen later on. Unlikely for 1.2.
What do you want to do if we win Mod of the Year? So I mean, if we come in the top 5, and we come in the top 5 before the release of Division 1.2, then we will stream Division 1.2. And if we win after the release of Division 1.2, if we manage to make a release in that period of time, we'll see. Then we will probably do a nice little. We'll still be doing a developer stream of Division 1.2 anyway, but I might throw in a Division 2 teaser as well. We'll see. So if you guys do make that, we have already made the Manhack Arcade, but we aren't. But you don't control Manhacks in them. It's just a combat map. Will the Antlion grub appear? Yes. If one applies, how much time should you set aside to work on the mod? I would say probably 2 hours a week. For level designers, we have a, well, for the whole team, we have a weekly deadline, but this only really applies to level designers, because it's the most important role. And also, I do a lot of level design, so I know it is very possible to get a VMF in every week, because I do enough level design to know that it's very possible to get a reasonable amount in. For level designers specifically, we expect 1 VMF submission a week. There's like, you know, we don't mind the occasional exception of like every 4 to 5 weeks if you need to skip something because, you know, you had a funny week or whatever and you need to take a breather. That's fine, but we would generally expect 1 a week. So yeah.
For all the kind of work like models, sound effects and stuff, it's more lenient, but we still expect that you do something more than just a model each 6 months or something like that.
I know enough about each different department of how to construct assets, so modeling, sound design and such, but it's not unreasonable to expect stuff within a fair time period of usually a couple of weeks or maybe more depending on the particular thing. But yeah. Yes and yes, Sai. We are probably at our most efficient, fastest rate of progress that we've ever been at right now, and we're also able to do more than we've ever been able to do, thanks to the people that we have. Like that's why I feel confident saying that we can do certain very difficult things, and why I say that we want to do this thing or that thing, because obviously we still have to keep account of the fact that we're a mod team and we don't have infinite resources, but we ultimately do have enough resources that we can practically we can do practically any one big thing that we set our minds to if we plan it in advance. So what I mean is there are 2 really big things that we're going to do. Not for Division 2, but 1 for Division 2 and 1 for Division 3. 2 very big things, and they're things that no one has ever done before in a mod, and they are going to be very difficult. But we have planned out ahead of time the resources that we're going to need to do them, and doing them will be a considerable challenge. But because we have planned it out, we're confident that we can actually manage it. And that means that we can fulfill ideas that we really want to do, basically. So that's cool. How hard was it to get the mod where it is today? I wake up finding grey hairs. Can block level designers also work on a map's art direction, or is that handled by a separate group of people? I would expect blockout level designers to make a very brief like pass over the map to basically just so that an art pass mapper can come in and go, okay, I understand the general direction I should be going in this map, right? So what that means is that, you know, I would generally say that blockout mappers should also probably put in the very first round of world textures. So you should block out the whole map in dev textures, and then ideally the first round of world textures. Also, a very brief lighting pass would be good. So that the general mood of the map is preserved in your blockout. So a very basic art pass is acceptable to kind of indicate to a future art pass of what it is that they should be doing, and to kind of push them in a particular direction instead of just giving them a completely blank canvas with no direction of what to do next. Can block out... No, would it be possible to add combine assassins as the window snipers? I mean, it would certainly be possible, but we have something else in mind for the window assassins. The window snipers, even. We are going to be doing the synth sniper from the concept art. This is one I haven't seen many mods give a crack at, and it would be exciting to give it a go. It also wouldn't even be that hard to implement. It would be piss easy to implement, because once we've actually modeled it, right, and implemented it and rigged it and everything, we literally just need to go into the code and just change what model is spat out by NPC sniper when you blow it up. This is very easy, so no worries. What division yet? Lion Caves will appear. Division 3. What is the language barrier handled within the? How is the language barrier handled within the mods team? We don't have anyone on the team who can't speak at least understandable English. Because the team is majority English, is how we do that. We do have people on the team who aren't super fluent in English. But with these people, as I say, they still speak well enough English that they can communicate with English speakers. Just every now and then they don't know an exact word they want to use to describe something, but because we have people from all over the globe, we actually have a person from, we used to have a person from every continent. We still have a person from every continent except Africa. We used to have people from Africa as well, and as a result we have a very broad geographical and regional thing going on. What this means is that, as I say, even the least fluent English speakers are able to communicate with other English speakers, and the people who can communicate in varying levels of fluency can kind of interpret along the way. And it also helps that, for example, there's a person of our team who's Russian. His English is fine, but sometimes he misses some things. But we also have other Slavic speakers on our team who are able to communicate with him and basically, what is it? Like kind of help him out a bit. So that's completely nice and helpful. So there is no real language barrier, and there never has been, I would say. I would have said probably only once have we ever had a miscommunication because of language, and it was over something very minor that was easily fixed. So not a problem.
The requirement, at least, is everybody needs to know some English, or else it's impossible to communicate. Because if basically most of the team can't communicate with one person, then there's no real reason for them to be there.
Yeah. We are trying, to keep it as optimized as possible. Obviously, we want to have a good visual standard, so we have quite a lot of things in 2K. But even between this one and Division 1, we've moved down a lot of our textures that were in Division 1, like for world props that didn't need to be in 2K to 1K, and I'm telling you now, the difference is not noticeable. Because they are simple world props that did not need 2K textures. We've similarly removed a lot of old beta stuff that did not need to be there, that we weren't even using, that was just there because we copied in all the beta shit so that we had more stuff to work with. But a lot of that has been nuked out in the meantime. Whilst we have obviously added lots of new models, I think Division 1 was about 3 gigabytes, and Division 1.2 is only about 3.5. So, yeah.
The biggest increase will most likely come from maybe a few new models and textures, but very likely from the maps themselves.
Yeah. See, the maps are actually adding a lot because of extra cube maps and stuff. Regarding fixing minor bug fixes, no. Unless it's a progression bug that physically halts progression or a crash, we will not be going back to Division 1 even to fix minor bugs. The thing to keep in mind is that like, no matter what we do and how much patching we do, there will always be something that we miss, right? There will always be a location where if you stack every crate in the map in this particular corner, you can break out the map, right? There's always going to be stuff like that. There's stuff like that in Half-Life 2. There's stuff like that in every retail game released, and even the really, really well-made retail games, you know, so not a recently released customize your genital simulator. You know, even the ones that aren't full of bugs and are actually really well polished, will have bugs in them, because at a certain point you have to just be like, this is good enough. And for us, that point is even more lenient because we're a mod team, right? So we have to consider the fact that we aren't working on a huge budget and a team of 100 or 200 developers. We're working on no budget and a team of 40 people, right? Which sounds like quite a lot. That is an awful lot for a mod team. That's still not enough for us to support one division forever, right? So we really do have to draw the line in the sand at some point and go, right, that's good enough, next. And that is what we focus on. What division will the HMG appear in? Probably Division 6. Maybe Division 5, but probably Division 6, I think.
Well, it has technically already appeared in 1 if you count the emplacement gun.
Yeah, it is in the emplacement gun. So, to be fair, it's already there, technically, but yeah. What is... Oh, Christ. What would you estimate is the distribution of developers across the globe? I would
say majority Americans.
I would say majority Americans. Let me do a quick count of how many Americans we have on the team.
Majority Americans, and then probably the UK, and then Australia.
3, 4.
And then a mixed bag of other Europeans and stuff like that.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Maybe 1 or 2 from South America.
8.
We are still looking for a Nazi for our team.
No, we're not. 9.
We want the German member.
No, do we? No, we've never had a German. There you go. 9.
Surprisingly.
Oh Christ, we have more Americans than anybody else, but yeah, it's pretty accurate that Americans than the UK than Australia probably.
Translators for mod. I think you can probably do translation on your own side and maybe submit it to us, as I don't think we have the time or necessarily the need to do like multiple language translations to most languages.
Yeah, basically, if someone gives us a working translation and it doesn't say penis, penis, penis for everything, then we will happily work on implementing it, provided that they've tested it themselves and it works, and we can verify somehow ourselves that it is actually a legitimate translation, or that someone else can verify it for us. Otherwise, we won't be doing it ourselves. Ravenholm is still called Ravenholm. It is a quarry town, but it is still called Ravenholm. The maps are called Quarry Town internally. What's your favourite thing from the beta? My favourite weapon is probably the ICW, which is a bit of a boring one, I know, but I do really like it. My favourite NPC is probably the camo combine, but not in his camouflaged form. I like it when people just give him the machine gun and let him go ham. That's fun. And my favourite location has probably got to be the Hyperborea, not the Borealis, the Hyperborea. The very early Hyperborea maps are very exciting to me because they are so mysterious. And because I asked in an interview, which may or may not come out because it wasn't the most helpful interview, I spoke to an old Valve developer who mapped during the Hyper era, in fact, and saw stuff that we don't have, and he and even he said that it was very weird because there wasn't a lot known about what individual people were working on. Sometimes like they just weren't fully. Sometimes the technology wasn't fully there, so some people had technology, other people didn't have. It was all very interesting. It was a very prototype era of Half-Life 2's development, and I think it's all very cool. I'm going to bring this to an end in a minute because it's nearly fucking 1 o'clock for me, and I draw the line somewhere. So I know that people have really liked doing the questions, but I gotta get on with some things tonight. So we will do a little bit more, and then we will move on.
A good question is, how does it feel switching to map base?
Fantastic, and a lot of the stuff that we've done in Division 1.2 would not have been possible without it. We have stuff like projected texture use, wouldn't be possible without map base. We have stuff like more complicated logic entities and more complicated logic interactions of inputs and outputs. It's just really great in map base.
There's a lot of nice quality of life changes and fixes that just has helped a bunch.
There's stuff that we wanted to do always, but we would have had to implement ourselves in code. But map base just goes for it, so that's pretty cool. I would say map base is its own engine branch. It identifies itself as an engine branch. I would say it qualifies as an engine branch because it is fantastic. It is very much its own beast at this point. It has so much going on underneath the bonnet, and it still has so much going on even now. Like they've
I
just
would call it an updated 2013, to be honest.
well, I mean, I don't know. I think it depends on the perspective on that. I
There's
think
a lot of new, interesting stuff going on, but it's not quite. The guy that made it didn't have engine access, so he couldn't do big things.
Yeah, there's some things I wish was possible, but some require engine access, and that's never gonna be possible like that.
Yeah, I think he's practically doing as much as you can do.
Yes, as much as he has access to.
Yeah,
if it's not possible to do, it's because of not having engine access, and if he had, he wouldn't be able to release it open source.
Yeah, so as we say, what made you start making RTBR? I wanted to make a cut content mod, and I wanted to be the first. I wanted us to basically be the first fully made cut content mod. I don't know if that's actually gonna be the case. Because obviously, I mean, not because I don't think we'll do it, because someone might beat us to it. But I would be very happy if we were the first people, or at least if we got very far. And I am stubborn, so I think we'll be fine. What made you decide to include a purple cremator when the cremator only appears twice? Because the cremator will appear more than twice over the course of the whole of RTBR, and in Division 1.2 they appear more than twice. So there's that, but there's also, as I say, yeah, the purple cremator is also a deliberate reference to Half-Life Alyx, Half-Life Alyx's cut content, because we figured, why not? It'd be easy enough to put it in. So yeah, that's why that's in there as well.
That automatically doesn't mean we're gonna include anything more Alex related, like beta concepts or anything.
Yeah,
they're very different.
Yeah, it's because we're doing a cremator anyway, right? And Alex had a cremator concept anyway, so we were like, why the fuck not? Let's take some elements from it, right? So the actual cremator model does have a few elements that are inspired from the cremator from Half-Life Alyx, right? But at the end of the day, we are not a Half-Life Alyx beta mod, we are a Half-Life 2 beta mod. And if we're going to implement cut content from a Half-Life game, honestly, for me, it's going to be Half-Life 1 cut content, because I'd rather find a way to implement Half-Life 1 cut content than Half-Life Alyx. Mostly because the Half-Life Alyx cut content isn't as interesting to me, but also because the Half-Life Alyx cut content honestly really only works within the Half-Life Alyx setup. Like, it only really works within their universe and their art style. Like that weird horse thing and stuff. I mean, you know, this doesn't mean that we're not going to ever touch upon this base, but it's not a priority. It's not even close to being a priority. So.
And another thing is that a lot of those concepts have already been made by people in the community, so there's no real reason for us to make a combine horse when it has been done, and it would probably not fit in.
Yeah. Will the conscripts be hostile before the uprising? No. Will that weird soldier from the concept art appear? There's a lot of weird soldiers in the concept art.
A lot of them. You need to elaborate.
A lot of them are very strange, but we've already begun to implement some of them. So, will Laszlo be here, and will he die horrifically? I do have something in mind for Laszlo, which would be interesting, which we have spoken about. Might be a bit of a meme, but we'll have a look. What would you like to replicate from HOA into RTBR, such as the voice controlling on the wall you were talking about, and not any HOA beta things? See, stuff like, so the two things I would like to do more of that HOA does, no, the three things, sorry, is I would like to have a little bit of that mysticism about the Vortigants. I think that's really cool. The Vortigant stuff has always been really cool to me, and I really like how they elaborate upon it in Episode 1 and Episode 2, and in HOA, so that might be cool to do something like that. I also want to do more Zen infestation stuff. So when we have Zen areas, and if you're a supporter, you've already caught our plans to do some of this stuff, and you can already see we've started to make some major strides in this area, even in Division 1.2 already. Well, what is it? I would like to have more comprehensive Zen infestation. Now that, I don't know how feasible that is, but we have already begun doing bits of that, so certainly we can work towards something like that. And the last thing I would like to do is, in Combine areas in Half-Life Alyx, there's more Combine-specific signage, and it's more like stuff made specifically for Combine workers, and I want more stuff like that. Because whenever I have to art pass a Combine area and I need to put a sign somewhere, it's like, okay, so I have this whole Combine area with all this Combine geometry and these fucking monitors and shit, but what do I have to put in here? Okay, I guess I'll just put a human caution danger sign, right? Instead of a... It would be cool to have some Combine variants like what Half-Life Alyx has, but I don't know about that. About the one with the big arm, I think I know which one you're talking about. Talk about the very thin little synth soldier. We have a plan for him, but it'll be a cameo. He won't feature in gameplay. And I don't know, we'll have to see how we go with that.
The thing about gameplay stuff is that they need to fit in. We cannot just drop in every single enemy and have them act nearly the same as each other. There needs to be something that differentiates them.
Yeah, and we don't have the resources to make every single cut enemy type from the beta, plus make them all unique from each other, right? So the idea right now is that if we don't do a thing for gameplay reasons, we might still do it as a cameo. Which is to say, we might still have it floating around in the background in some maps, or we might have it feature as like as a reference, basically, right? So that's how we're gonna try and appeal to people who are like, oh, but my favorite, beta thing doesn't appear, because, well, your favorite beta thing will hopefully appear, even if only as a reference, right? But there's certain things that we cannot pursue everything in a gameplay concept. We don't have infinite resources. We have to keep this in mind. What is my most favourite change in Division 1.2? There's so many things that I did recently, and I don't want to spoil any of them.
And there's so much cool things, and it's kind of hard to pick one when everyone has done so much amazing work.
Yeah, like I've done a couple of cool things I really like, but at the same time, our new particle guy has done some stuff I really like, but the modelers have done stuff I really like, and the sound designers have done stuff I really like, and the mappers have done, there's so much stuff. But I could not be specific. Hello Game Boy, we're just doing a long ass fucking Q&A. And also, yeah, new music is exciting as fuck as well. So yeah, and new programming, we literally we turned everything up to 11, right? If you
all the changes are awesome.
Yeah, if you thought Division 1 was like, I wonder where this could go, I think this could go further. Then imagine everything turned up to fucking 11, and that's Division 1.2. It's literally as good as we could practically humanly make it, right? With chock full of new features and everything. And it's a really strong style guide for us going forwards into stuff like Division 2 and Division 3 to be like, okay, this is the standard that we're aiming for. What gun would the female assassin use? The female assassin won't feature in RTBR in gameplay, so she won't be using a gun. Will Father Gregory have to die for you to get the Annabelle? Will you give it to the player before you leave Ravenholm? The Annabelle and the Alyx gun will be temporary use power weapons. So the characters in question give them to you for narrative reasons. You get to fuck around with them for a bit, and then you give them back, or they get them back through some narrative means, basically. It's because they are deliberately being made to be very overpowered, so that they are very fun in those particular sequences. And we will hopefully have them feature elsewhere in the game at little intervals for a temporary period of time. The Alyx gun you will get maybe a handful of times. I'm not sure exactly what we'll do for the Annabelle, but maybe there'll be an Easter egg in there somewhere, like the revolver from in Division 1. Are the muzzle flashes changed in 1.2? We have new muzzle flashes for every weapon, and we will also have some other particle effects. There might be glitches. Well, I don't see how you would be able to glitch.
Very unlikely.
Because we have the way we've already got some of these triggers set up is that the map literally will not progress until you give the gun back. So yeah, I don't know.
We already have that sort of stuff.
We already have that sort of stuff. That's complete. That's totally doable using map-based entity logic. In fact, that's another thing that we can only really do right now because of map-based, and otherwise we'd have had to do a programming thing probably. So it's pretty nice.
Yay, programming thing.
Programming thing, but we can do that because of map-based, so it's pretty cool.
Go map-based. Good job, Blix.
Yeah.
So basically, any weapon you get is specifically made for those specific chapters and divisions.
Yes, and we will have some mild Serious Sam esque stuff. Like for example, if you found the hidden revolver in Division 1, otherwise the revolver won't actually feature in normal gameplay until Division 4, right? So if you don't find it in Division 1, you don't get it till Division 4, right? But Serious Sam does this, where it gives you the most powerful weapon in the game on the very first level if you go and find it, right? And there will be something like this in every division. We're not going to spoil them, but there will be a chance to get a gun you're not supposed to have at that present moment in time, that will make it quite interesting and give you extra options to play with if you go to the effort to find it. There will be something like that in every single division. Obviously you can, fucking Impulse 101 if you want to be a monkey, but, if you want to play the game properly, there you go. Is there a change to the pistol, crowbar, revolver, and MP7 Division 1.2? Hopefully, and I say hopefully, but like it's practically already done. Every weapon in Division 1.2 will have first time pickups and 2 idle animations, each one, so that basically they all have more physical kind of use. So that's all pretty nice and cool. I wonder if I should be streaming like a still fucking image whilst I do this, because this is all going to be on YouTube.
Yeah, probably good for next time.
It's a bit late now because I've been doing this in a black screen for an hour now. But if we do something like this next time, I will keep this in mind. Right. Anyway.
Secret weapon ammo despawn if you haven't picked up the weapon. No.
No. That kind
it will be a lot of work.
Yeah, we need to set up new MV globals and all sorts. The kind of logic that we'd have to set up for that to work would be obscene.
If you find ammo that you have no use for, there's probably a secret you missed.
Yes, that might even be a good thing, because it might encourage you to go to replay the chapter and be like, why is there just like revolver ammo? Like, this is weird. Why is there just revolver ammo scattered about? So there you go. But yeah, we will see. On that, is the HUD gonna change? No, we're already using the beta HUD. It's staying as it is. Will there be a Quake RPG secret? If you mean like obscure secrets, we do actually have already a couple of obscure secrets. In fact, 1 or 2 more worked their way into Division 1.2, despite that not being the objective. But 1 or 2 more did still work their way in. So that's pretty nice. And there are little knickknacks you can interact with that have been added around the place, like little interactables in various places that don't do anything other than do something interesting when you touch it, to reward exploration and to reward itchy trigger finger players. We're planning to change the layout look of the main menu down the road. It would be nice to have a completely custom main menu. But that is getting into all sorts of custom fucking VGUI shit that we aren't even remotely experienced with. So we need to. So that's
probably way down the line.
Way down the line.
Later divisions.
Probably not even for Division 2. We're probably talking Division 3 at this point. If we're gonna do any shit like that. Is there
about the HUD? It's gonna be the same, but it's gonna be touched up and more scalable. That's the only thing I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah. That's so the overall look is not going to change, but it will scale better at lower resolutions.
This is not for 1.2, by the way. It's gonna be later on. But we have plans.
Maybe for Division 2. As an accessibility thing, I don't know right now. There's a lot of like knickknacks and tiny things that have to be made to work in order to get that all properly functioning, so we'll have to see. Is there any ideas maybe you've considered about that you denied, reconsidering that you denied before? Yes, actually. Before we had the resources we had now, practically every major idea that we now have planned or have already started working on, we previously went, we don't have the resources to do that, there's no way we could possibly do that. And now we are going, well, we just about have the resources to do this, so let's do it. So that's the case for a couple of things. I don't want to be specific about that because obviously they're really big things. Will the bull squid have animated tentacles, because it's just having rigged tentacles odd? This is a limitation of the model. This is before we had the workflow of designing models in direct proportion to the original model that we're rigging it to. So whilst the bull squid mostly fits, it has 6 tentacles and its 6 tentacles are aligned hexagonally. And this means we cannot rig it to the existing animations without some horrible fucking rigging errors. So not for Division 1.2, but for Division 2, when it features in gameplay, we would like to reanimate the bull squid, so that instead of having to remodel it, we can actually just reanimate the existing one, and
jiggle bones.
do all that. Or jiggle bones for the tentacles, we'll have to see. We'll experiment with that, because that would be the easier option, but we'll have to see. Is there any V-script?
Scripts. We are playing around with it. That's mostly what we can say.
Yeah, nothing in Division 1.2 uses VScript. There's a couple of things for like Division 2 that we were thinking, well, we could use VScript here, but we aren't specifically going along those lines right now. Map-based already adds so many more things just for general mapping that having to screw around with VScript isn't necessary at this time. But we will see.
Map-based is just incredible. Thanks, Blix, for giving it to us.
Thank you, Blixabon.
Giving us to the community.
It's very,
Shout
very
out to
nice.
Blixabon.
Map-based is fantastic.
Shout out to Blixabon.
Yeah, shout out to Blixabon.
As a mapper and a programmer for RTBR, it's just like great to have in every use. It's just amazing to be able to do this stuff.
Yeah. Right. So, Division 2 has the canals. Does the jet ski appear? No, you'll have the jet ski in the Arctic. Is the idea, because we're intending to expand the Arctic into its whole own chapter, and do it a little bit more substantially than other cut content mods have done it before, where you kind of just go to the Borealis and then you piss off. We want to actually expand the Arctic.
Go to the Borealis.
Yeah, we want to expand the Arctic considerably. And really do this environment some justice, so there will be more unique features going on there, but that is down the line, definitely. But we've already begun to think about that, because there will be a considerable resource to tackle, but it will be interesting. So that is going to be the subject of Division 5. The entirety of Division 5 will just be the Arctic. And we will touch upon Hyperborea, Kraken Base, Weather Control, and Spire. All those things are planned, and we are planning for them. When is Division 1.2 expected to be shipped? There is no definite date. All I am saying is I can confidently say now that it will ship before 2021. We previously were saying we would like to ship it before 2021, but we absolutely have it in a state right now where we could ship it before 2021 quite happily. So it will be here before 2021. When that is,
trailer.
Yeah, expect a trailer soonish as well. Again, no date on that either, but all this before 2021. You will be able to have your hands on this very soon.
Don't expect dates, just expect stuff.
Just expect stuff, you know.
Soon trademark.
We'll announce it like a day or so before that, before we actually intend to ship it. I'm going to assume yes, but with new creature into create... yeah, we have, in fact... every single creature in the entire mod and almost every enemy model, in fact, every enemy model, every single enemy, and every creature has been modeled by the same guy over the last 2 years now. Practically 2 years. 2 years, I think. We have one guy who's been with us for 2 years, who did the bull squids, hound eyes, head crabs, the antlines that you've seen so far, the soldiers, the cops, all of this stuff, and a bunch of other stuff that you haven't seen yet. He is incredible. We have so much to owe for him to really helping us establish our art style and what we want to go for. And he has been essential, and that's all really good. So he will be doing all the complicated modelling, basically, of creatures, because he has never failed to impress me before. Why does Barney breaking the teleporter cause Kleiner to have a stroke? Okay, to be fair, not terribly obvious just how destructive the teleporter malfunction is in Division 1. This is way more obvious in 1.2, so hopefully this makes a bit more sense then. Will the Beta Stalker be an enemy or just a background thing? We'll probably make it an enemy just because it already functions as an enemy in the code, so we'll just make some tweaks and then it'll probably be good to go.
They fit both, basically.
Or is the biggest change section of a mod in your opinion level design by far? We have a lot of
Hell
new
yeah.
models, we have a lot of new programming stuff, but the most obvious thing right out the gate is going to be just how much the visual fidelity and the detail of levels has increased, right? So not only in the fact that the levels look nicer, but also that there's more going on, like there's more sequences, there's more characters, there's more life, there's more music, there's more sound effects, there's more everything in the levels that just pull them up a bunch, right? Like a crazy amount. Like I almost didn't think we could possibly do as much as we have done, right? But we have. And when you play it, you're hopefully going to see what I mean by all this. In that literally nothing we've released so far pales in comparison. It is almost a different mod. It fit at this point with the amount of just sheer visual improvement that there is. Some of these maps are practically unrecognizable now. Some of them are recognizable. We've had such tremendous facelifts in terms of gameplay and visual design. We've made huge gameplay improvements as well across the board, and there is just a lot more going on.
In my opinion, train station has changed the most.
I would say Free TVs is my favorite map.
I would say I think that the map that has had the most change gameplay is probably Console Plaza 02. I think the map that's had the most visual changes has got to be Free TVs. Because Flash has done
Flash is amazing.
God's work with that map.
You guys are in for a treat.
Honestly,
once you see that.
I might be slightly bragging a little bit, but I think it's the best version of Free TVs that there's ever been made. Honestly, in terms of visual fidelity.
I agree.
I don't.
agree
What's
so
the map
much.
just before incredible.
Console Plaza 2.
Yeah,
that's my favorite map.
I think it's had a tremendous, as I say, Console Plaza 2 has had a tremendous gameplay overhaul, and it has had quite a nice art pass as well. Significant enough, I think, that it makes a really nice improvement. But the main focus of Console Plaza 2 was gameplay, which was the main criticism with it from testers and all that. But the gameplay has been completely overhauled, totally redesigned, in fact, across the entire map. So that should be a lot better. What was the bigger? I wish you could use the Redux Stalker for beta AI. Maybe. Is there any roles that you are open that no one has a position in as of yet?
Well, we have a position for Gabe Newell as Gabe Newell.
Position for idea guy.
Yes,
Well, I'm serious now. We would like a texture artist.
Yes,
that would be good.
Yes, some general purpose texture artists who have knowledge of source implementation. Because we would like, well, we have a different philosophy now with replacing some models where instead of just remodeling stuff like combined interfaces and stuff, it might be nice if we instead did something like where we just retextured them to look really nice. So we'll have to see. But that would be more efficient on time and all that, and we would like to do more of that. So more texture artists. You don't specifically have to be a 3D modeler, as long as you can make really nice textures and you can handle source implementation, then get in touch.
It'd be nice to have someone to help me make stuff as well.
Yes.
So it's not only me.
Yeah, so graphical artists as well, so people who can design things like posters, decals, graffiti, this kind of thing, that would also be welcome. Okay, what is your favourite level now? My favourite level, on a visual standard, probably Free TVs. On a gameplay standard, probably still arcade, because I still think arcade has had the strongest gameplay in every single release. But I still think arcade has the strongest gameplay. Well, actually, I think Console Plaza 2 of the overhaul is now pretty up there, but I still just have a really soft spot for arcade because it was actually the first map ever worked on for RTBR, and it was the first map the first map that I worked on for RTBR, and the first map worked on for RTBR at all. And it has been through so much, and it has really blossomed into something incredible now. So, yeah. Skitch will maybe be vicious when it's there. What beta enemy do we not want to add? In terms of gameplay, I don't really want to add the female assassin because I don't feel it contributes a whole lot. It's just an annoying little fucking, very, like a little annoying twerp. Jumps around the place and everything. I don't like it. In terms of even as a cameo that I wouldn't bother with, I probably won't bother with the rat. To be honest. We'll see, but I don't think I don't think we're going to be celebrating another birthday bash.
Rest in peace, Rat.
Rest in peace, RTBR Rat.
Let's see. The enemy I wouldn't want to add is the grub-like cop, the alien cop thing.
Oh, that thing, yeah.
Would be just too much work, and honestly would be a sore thumb sticking out.
Celebrating yet another birthday bash. Right. How do you guys cope with dev boredom? We play video games. And that's
Play
it.
games and chat.
We play games and we
listen to
chat.
music.
Game night.
Yeah.
Game night helps too.
We sometimes watch movies as well and get drunk.
Yeah, we
And then there's sometimes fodder being fodder, and I won't get into that.
Yeah, but we
A certified fodder moment.
I am never politically incorrect. Never.
So there is nothing like dev boredom, but there might be dev like blocks. So you're like have a an art block, or you're blocked on how to do something or continue on, or maybe burnout. That's probably the thing we probably have to work at the most with, I guess, on the personal level.
Yeah, and that's a great part about working with a team. You can just be like, "Hey, fodder, what do you think I should do with X, Y, and Z right here, right now?"
Scrap it all.
So, yeah, so being as part of such a close team means that if we're ever stuck or have a dev block, then we just support each other and all this. And if we're burnt out, then we just support each other and we play games. So that's good. No Mitchell Shepard, sorry. As for...
Sorry, it's not canon.
Yeah, what is the strongest gun in RTBR?
Debatable.
Debatable. So strictly speaking, single target, probably the combine guard gun will end up having the strongest like actual single target damage. Like direct.
Not even
hit.
that. It has really huge AOE.
It has a really huge AOE
strong.
and it does strong damage in its radius. But if you directly hit something with the combine guard gun, it's probably gonna one-hit kill like 90% of enemies. I certainly want it to be able to one-hit kill as high as a hunter. With a direct hit, basically. But
The only problem is it's not that strong in the ammo department.
No, it's not. You're going to be able to carry max 2 or 3 shots for it at any one time. And obviously it's not as controllable as, for example, the rocket launcher. So, yeah.
So the strongest is really, really debatable. I would say the strongest weapon would be more in versatility, and that would be most of the machine guns you get.
Mm-hmm. What's the most epic moment everyone on the dev team had?
Oh, there's too many.
The crowbar thing. Tell them about the crowbar.
Oh, the crowbar.
Okay, well, I will say that Clown of the Week for fucking June or July or something went to someone because there was someone who made a meme on the public Discord that if you hit a wall 100 times with the crowbar, then the crowbar breaks in half. 1,000 times, then the crowbar breaks in half. And 2 of our developers went, "Oh, I didn't know that," and proceeded to do that for like 30 minutes. And then they did it. And then I got a ping saying, "So I need to report a bug. So there's someone saying here that it's supposed to happen, but it hasn't actually been happening for me. So I think we've got a functionality problem here, and maybe it's not working anymore in the most recent development build." And it was like, "No, that was a meme." So well done. But there you go. There have been many funny moments. We roar out in laughter regularly in the internal voice chat because of funny or sometimes not particularly funny, but we all have a shit sense of humor jokes.
I got something funny. When I was working on the child poster, the face. I'll post it in general talk.
Face.
Yes.
Oh, the face.
So the child poster had faces on it, and it looked a little unnerving, and a lot of us agreed to sort of remove it to kind of like indicate that, you know, the citizens, the children, are just like, you know, nobodies in this world.
Yep.
And
Regarding...
it also looked horrifying. So.
Yeah, it also looked horrifying, but that...
Yeah, regarding the antlion grubs, when they're modelled, they'll probably look all gross and squidgy, I would have thought. So, pretty good, basically. I just want to quickly plug whilst we've got concurrent viewers. Fuck, I should have done this ages ago. Listen, alright? Listen, if you like the mod, go and vote for it on the top 100 thing, please. Alright, it would be really cool. But also, in case you've already voted and you're like, bro, why do I need to vote again? It's because ModDB decides to make you have to vote a second time. So instead of counting the first votes, they count the first votes and then they make it so that if people who voted the first time don't vote again, their vote doesn't get counted. So if you've already voted, go vote again. Would be nice. You can vote for multiple mods. I would encourage you to vote for us because we're cool. Also, Dark Matter, Half-Life Dark Matter is really cool. Go vote for Dark Matter. Really, really cool. That's like the upcoming Black Ops expansion bloke for Half-Life 1. Starlight is also really cool, but they won first upcoming last year, so they can't win again this year. So if you want to go vote for another upcoming one instead, then fine. But Starlight's also really cool for the record. Dark Interval's also really cool, but I don't think they can also win again because they've already won before. But again, you can go vote for them if you want.
Vote for your favorite mods,
Isn't
but the thing if you vote for
Entropy
us
Zero
is that if you join our server, you get a supporter role if you show us your proof of supporting us.
Yes, if you vote, show us a print screen of you having done the vote. You can put it in general talk, and then you get supporter roles, which means you get to see teasers. For example, the people who voted for us got to see the Citadel a good couple of days in advance, and in fact they have an exclusive in-game shop, the Citadel, that everybody else don't have, and stuff like that. And we will be doing more stuff like that in the run-up to Division 2, and between now and Division 2 for the supporters, and also for the wider community, but supporters will get lots of cool stuff. Also, we do private supporter streams only for supporters where they get to watch ongoing development and get actual gameplay teasers of maps ahead of time. So, I'm just saying, you might benefit from going and voting, but you do have to be on the Discord to get the supporter role. So, if you vote, go to General Talk, tag me, print screen your thing, whatever. Right, the last two questions, and then I'm going to stop this because it's half one. What's the most creepiest part of the mod? It will probably end up being Ravenholm, I would have thought, just because it naturally would fit really well. Will there be infighting with enemies? Different Zen.
Very unlikely.
Different Zen wildlife might fight with each other. But if you mean infighting as in if a soldier accidentally shoots another soldier, will they start shooting at each other like in Doom? No. But different Zen wildlife might have AI relationships and make it so they don't get on with each other as well. And the other thing is that we are planning during Street Wars to have Metrocops go off on one as a rogue faction. That's neither working for the Combine nor helping the Resistance. They are trying to seize power during a time of duress. And they will get elites at that point. Elite cops at that point will start using OICWs, and we will also start seeing trenchcoat cops who will be using shotguns. So cops will be a formidable third faction in combat against both the Combine with the Resistance and then with cops. Because they will have a full range of weapons to choose from to shoot at the player with. But that won't happen until Street Wars. Anyway, I think that covers everything, so this will do.
Just to plug a little bit more of Discord, join now if you can and vote, as you only get the supporter role if you either are active in the server and do things and are a really cool person, or if you vote for the ModDB Mod of the Year.
Yeah, if you want to get your supporter role and you want to get it like ahead of time instead of like having to be active for months to get it, then you should probably just go vote now, and then you've just got it basically. But we'll see. No worries, Leoj. Thank you for joining in. Anyway, cool. Thank you for joining us for what turned into a dev stream apparently.
And if you don't know where to get to Discord, there is a link in the description.
There should be a link in the description. There is in fact a link in the description. Go to the description, join that. There you go. Join the Discord, see the child faces, vote for mod, job done. Yeah. Okay, thank you everyone for watching the stream. Thank you everyone who played with us. Thank you everyone who played with us today as well. That was good fun. Our next game night will not be next Saturday. it will be the Saturday after because we do game nights bi-weekly. But if we release Division 1.2 in that time, which we might do, who knows, we will be doing a developer playthrough of Division 1.2 where we will be taking questions on the content there, on what we're going to do going forwards, and on how we got up to that point. But thank you everybody for watching. We will see you in the next stream, and don't forget to go vote for us on Mod of the Year, ModDB Mod of the Year. Right, cool. Thank you. Good night.